is here, and at the start of the season, if you knew that Michigan would be in contention for a Big Ten title and overwhelmingly likely to reach the NCAA tournament at this juncture, most fans would have gladly accepted that. But we've also seen just how much of a roller coaster that can be with the Wolverines alternating wins and losses since that 5-0 league start. The Big Ten, from top to bottom, is a grind, and that will continue for the Wolverines in this final full month of the regular season. February begins with a perfect encapsulation of the depth of the Big Ten this year. Rutgers boasts 2 future NBA talents. The Scarlet Knights play in one of the league's most daunting environments at home. Yet Steve Pikiell's crew is much closer to missing the Big Ten tournament than qualifying for the NCAA tournament with 10 Big Ten games to play. So nothing easy come the stretch run, and the flip of the calendar to February certainly makes you feel like this season is quickly winding down, but not getting any easier. Michigan is here in Piscataway for a fascinating matchup with Rutgers. Assistant Drew Williamson, guard Roddy Gayle Jr., and head coach Dusty May stop by to preview the action as we start the pregame show from Rutgers right now.
This is Michigan Basketball. Our coverage is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Tackle game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of Michigan Athletics. And by Don'tRegretTheBet.org. Helpful tips to play it smart when you gamble from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Now, here are the voices of Michigan basketball, Brian Bush and Terry Mills.
After today, Terry, Michigan will be halfway through its Big Ten slate. February is here. It feels like the stretch run, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You know, this is the time where you fix your resume for the NCAA tournament. So you can't look back and wonder what you didn't accomplish. You got to move forward. And right now, there's a lot of teams moving forward in the Big Ten that can really get that resume right.
Well, and Michigan will have plenty of resume-boosting opportunities because there's a chance that, including today, 10 of Michigan's final 11 regular season games will be in the Quad 1 range, which is the most challenging, and if you win it, the most beneficial to your resume. Wolverines with a likely Quad 2 eking out of a win over Penn State on Monday. A 9-0 run to finish. Certainly not pretty, but much better to fix some issues after a win than a loss. Huh?
Yeah, and for Michigan to be able to win in that fashion, just coming down the stretch, we've had so many close games that we haven't been able to close out coming down the stretch. But to see the way they closed that game out, like you said, 9-0 run, got defensive stops when they needed to, and also went to the free throw line and made free throws when they needed them.
Talked about off the top, Rutgers boasting potentially, many think could be the top 2 of the top 3 picks in the NBA draft if things go a certain way. Dylan Harper, brother of Ron Harper Jr., son of Ron Harper, who had a great NBA career. He's out again today with an ankle injury. So instead of having multiple soon-to-be high first-round picks, they just have one in Ace Bailey. But, hey, that was enough at Northwestern on Wednesday. 37 points for Ace Bailey. He is every bit of 6'10", and despite being a scorer, he leads this team in rebounding by 3 rebounds a game. Your thoughts on Ace and this Rutgers team?
Yeah, well, he definitely showed that he can carry his team alone. So Michigan's going to have their hands full, as you said before and alluded to. Hey, he's a top 5 pick in the NBA, and I'm excited to see this young man play. Wish him well, but want the Wolverines to come out here with a victory here today.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student-athletes. Michigan fans can bid on incredible all-access experiences through Champion Circle, so head over to the experience page at championscircleufm.com to learn more. Champion Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics. Drew Williamson, Michigan assistant, joining us next. He has the scout for this one, and they had to have 2 scouts. We'll break down the unique aspect of that without knowing that Dylan Harper would be out, like we learned with the Big Ten's availability report in about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so ago. We'll also visit with Roddy Gayle Jr. and the head coach, Dusty May. Rob Joyce updates you on the out-of-town scoreboard. A big day in college hoops with February here, and Michigan kicks it off in beautiful Piscataway against Rutgers. You're listening to Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Grab as much cash as you can with the Queen of Hearts Cash Cube at Second and Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Friday in February from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., hourly drawings give you 60 seconds in the cube. Dive into the whirlwind to win a share of over $45,000 in cash and premium play. Snag the Queen of Hearts for an extra $500 in premium Stadium play. Only at Saganing Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saganing-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
A quick 60-second local timeout, then more Wolverines basketball. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We are welcoming back Sharifa Halal Beef Franks to Chrysler Center. As a leader in the halal industry, the recognized brand has been a location in Michigan for over 45 years. Located at Hail Hail Burgers and Chicken at sections 105 and 120. Sharifa Halal Beef Franks will be available as a concession option at Chrysler Center this season. For more information, check us out on Instagram at Sod Wholesale or at our nationwide delivery site, sodmeats.com.
Introducing Celsius, the essential energy you need to fuel your passion for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience essential energy with 0 sugar and 7 essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius will help keep you energized for every minute of game time. Celsius, essential energy to help you live fit. Go Blue. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com.
Michigan and Rutgers coming up, first of 2 regular season meetings. Great to visit, as always, with assistant coach Drew Williamson. You talked about the 2 different game plans. How challenging is that? How do you make sure you're filtering the right information with both, knowing that, there's a chance that Dylan Harper could or could not play?
I mean, they're both so valuable to the team. It makes it difficult. Just trying to make sure the guys understand both game plans, and we try to simplify it as much as possible with either one. And so hopefully we'll go over it again. I think these guys are picked up. We had enough time in between the 2 games to be able to kind of get enough game planning in for both of them.
It's interesting, too, because Dylan doesn't play on Wednesday. Ace Bailey goes off. Now, I know you don't have to tell them Ace Bailey's good, but when you discuss game plan number 2 with Dylan not playing, I'm sure Wednesday's an eye-opener to show, this team can be really good if Dylan doesn't play.
Yeah, so we talked to the guys about, most of them watched the game against, who was it? Northwestern. And when we came in for film, they basically said, like, Coach, he's a really good ball player. We're like, yeah, we know. But it just opened their eyes up even more. And then they were more focused. And I think for them, the biggest thing was they had other guys gain some confidence by playing with just Ace. And the other guys start making shots and making plays and just feeling comfortable. So it presents another challenge when you have more guys feeling good about themselves.
Their roster's been really fluid this year outside of those 2 guys. What do you feel like you know about pieces 3 through end of line for Rutgers?
Somerville, their post guy's been really solid for him. He's been consistent. He's physical. He's around the basket. He does a lot of the dirty work for those guys. Acuff is a really good ball player, man, from the Detroit area. We actually, when we were at FAU, we actually played him when he was at Eastern Michigan, and he had a really good game. But he's another guy that can score the ball, and if he gets going, these guys are college basketball players for a reason, and they're at Rutgers. So we have to make sure we're ready, and we can't take anyone lightly because at the end of the day, they've been playing really good basketball, and it was on full display at Northwestern.
It's a team that has not played at home since the middle of January, and this place always is loud. After what happened at Purdue, how much of the discussions with the team in the last few days is just about managing the atmosphere, especially early?
Yeah, we have to come in early and just be solid. Just be solid early on and not allow any turnovers and things that can get their crowd even more excited. And so I think early on, just being connected and understanding, hey, guys, we have to make sure we're on the same page at least the first 4 minutes. If we can get to the first 4-minute timeout, and we can kind of, manage the crowd from there.
Great stuff, Drew. Appreciate it.
Always.
There's Drew Williamson. Michigan Rutgers coming up. We'll hear from Roddy Gayle Jr. as we continue on the pregame show. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
To celebrate the Auto Show, Ford has just announced Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Come check out the 2024 Ford F-150. From work days to weekends, the F-150 will get the job done. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect F-150 just for you. Returning Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $399 a month for 24 months, with $2,569 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $3,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 Auto Show Trade Assist cash. Offer ends February 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and take advantage of this $399 F-150 lease offer before it ends.
We're here in Piscataway, Michigan and Rutgers coming up. Always great to visit with Roddy Gayle Jr. First off, this is the 10th of 20 Big Ten games. You and I discussed in the offseason, hey, you're one of the few guys who knows this league. How much up and down, how much back and forth, how unique is the ride now that you're into it, your third go-around of going through Big Ten play?
It's amazing. I feel like Big Ten is, if not one, then two, the second most hardest conference in the country. So it's amazing to be able to play against these teams every night and be able to play in these arenas. I feel like Rutgers have a very unique arena and a very unique place to play at. So I feel like today's going to be really fun.
Yeah, have you talked to the guys at all about this? Because you played there with Ohio State last year in the regular season finale, and one of the few who came in here and got the win. This place is rocking from the jump, isn't it?
Absolutely. Rutgers is always a place where it's very, very difficult to be able to get a win. Last year we were very fortunate enough to come here and finish our season off on a good note. But I try to reiterate to the guys that, you know, every team in this conference is very hard to play in, especially Rutgers. They have a great atmosphere, especially with the two stars that they have. It would be very difficult.
Yeah, and it's interesting because going through the week of prep, not sure if Dylan Harper would play. Drew Williamson talked about it a bit ago that, yeah, we try to filter two different game plans. What unique challenges does that present? Because, hey, they played without him on Wednesday, and they had one of their best games of the year.
Mm-hmm. It's very difficult because they are pretty much two teams with and without him. Both will be, you know, very top lottery picks. It's not that hard to see, but like it's two different game plans. You see, like, some guys feel the need to step up. Some of their role players feel the need to step up as far as scoring and stuff like that. But I mean, the big keys for us is just to limit their attempts and hopefully their usage on the game.
Lastly, what else other than Harper and Bailey important for you guys, whether it's what they do defensively or some of the other players? What's going to be circled on the top of the list?
Every game is about bettering ourselves. So just those key values that we want is ball pressure, you know, being able to close out defensive rebounds and stuff like that, and then just playing together and having fun. I think that's just our top priority moving forward, especially with these last games coming down.
Go have fun, go get a win. Thanks, Roddy.
Absolutely, thank you.
There's Roddy Gayle Jr., Michigan, Rutgers coming up. Rob Joyce's out-of-town scoreboard check follows this time out as you listen to Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say,
Thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
You don't want to miss a star-studded Michigan gymnastics season. From challenging conference clashes to both 2025 Big Ten championships at Chrysler Center to the men's NCAA championships, the college gymnastics world revolves around Ann Arbor this season. Women's season tickets and single meet tickets are on sale now, while admission is free to all regular season men's meets. Head over to mgoblue.com for schedules, updates, and tickets. That's mgoblue.com for all you need to know surrounding Michigan gymnastics.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with our easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at progressivecommercial.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Set for Michigan and Rutgers from Piscataway. Rob Joyce, the network studios, with our first check around the rest of the Big Ten. 3 other games on the docket, one of which is in progress. Early second half in Evanston, Northwestern leads Wisconsin 40-34. Badgers top 25 team, just 6-4 in the league, though shooting just 33% today, as Northwestern is 8 of 20 from beyond the arc. Jalen Leach leading the way, 11 points for Northwestern. One game's a final. Washington snapped a 6-game losing streak on the road, going to Minnesota and pulling out a 71-68 win behind 23 from Tyler Harris. Keeps the Huskies in the Big Ten basement, but now breathing down the neck of the back of a number of teams. There's one game to come at 4:30. Michigan State begins a 2-game Los Angeles trip at USC. Spartans remain unbeaten in the league at 9-0. Trojans 4-5. So after today, everyone will have played at least 10 Big Ten games, which is the midway point of the conference season. MSU will the driver's seat right now at 9-0, a 2-game lead in the loss column over Purdue, who was 9-2. Michigan is 7-2, the only other team in the league with fewer than 4 losses. Maryland and UCLA are 7-4. Wisconsin can join that fray with a comeback win. Remember, the top 4 seeds get double byes in the Big Ten tournament. Illinois, Oregon, Ohio State, USC in a logjam in the middle with 5 losses. Indiana, Iowa, Rutgers all have 6. And remember, the bottom 3 teams do not participate in the Big Ten tournament. Nebraska, Northwestern, Minnesota, Penn State, Washington. Right now, 5 teams vying for 2 likely spots in Indianapolis. We're counting it out to Michigan and Rutgers. We'll run through the day around the country next. This is Wolverine Basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverine student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Wolverines basketball plays here.
Left point 3 on its way, and he got it again!
On the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
This is University of Michigan Basketball, live on WWJ.
The home of the Wolverines and everything else you need.
After the game and all week long, stay with WWJ for live local news.
And traffic and AccuWeather updates every 10 minutes on the 8s.
It's everything you need on your radio, online at WWJNewsRadio.com.
And on your smartphone with the free Odyssey app.
Detroit's news, weather, and traffic station.
WWJ News Radio 950. Depend on us.
Looking for resort-style living? Woodland Muse Apartments and Townhomes is located in the heart of Ann Arbor and offers everything you need to feel at home. You can check us out online at woodlandmuse.com or call us at 734-995-1000 to secure your new home today. That's woodlandmuse.com or 734-995-1000. Go Blue!
"15 minutes away to tip off from Jersey Mike's Arena, Michigan and Rutgers. Busy Saturday across the country. We'll jump right in. Going on right now across the top 25. Top-ranked Auburn on the road at number 23 Ole Miss. Tigers lead 44-38 early second half. Early second half in Ames, third-ranked Iowa State trails Kansas State 38-35. Earlier today, a top 10 battle saw number 8 Tennessee get revenge over fifth-ranked Florida Vols, win 64-44. This after the Gators beat the Vols by 30 a month ago. Another ranked-on-ranked SEC battle, number 20 Missouri went to Starkville, routed 14th-ranked Mississippi State 88-61. And then one other final, number 15 St. John's beat Providence late 68-66. Ton of games still to come. 3:30, 24th-ranked Vanderbilt travels to Oklahoma. 3:45 start in the ACC. Number 21 Louisville at Georgia Tech. 4 o'clock sees 4th-ranked Alabama welcome in Georgia, while number 11 Kansas travels to Baylor. Night slate loaded at 6 o'clock. A top 25 Big 12 showdown. Houston meets Texas Tech. First meeting this year between number 2 Duke and North Carolina is at 6:30 from Cameron Indoor. 8 o'clock, 9th-ranked Marquette takes on number 25 UConn in Milwaukee. And then at 9 o'clock to round things out, John Calipari makes his return to Lexington. His Arkansas Razorbacks meet 12th-ranked Kentucky. It's Michigan and Rutgers here this afternoon. We'll take a timeout, get Dusty May's pregame thoughts next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big Ten Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Sports.
You're 60 seconds away from more Michigan basketball. But first, a local break here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Risk management is not just what we do, it's our calling. We trace our roots to 1850 when Alan Pinkerton founded Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. During our rich history, we created a forerunner to the U.S. Secret Service, hired America's first woman detective, and remained the industry leader. Today, we infuse institutional knowledge and technology with integrity, vigilance, and excellence to deliver innovative solutions to clients around the globe. No matter when, no matter where, we are there for you. Because at Pinkerton, we never sleep.
We're closing in on tip-off, so let's head into the Michigan locker room and hear from head coach Dusty May. With Coach May, here's Brian Bush.
We're getting ready for Michigan and Rutgers from Piscataway. Head coach Dusty Mays alongside. You talked about disruption defensively as one of the areas of needed improvement coming off the Penn State game. And obviously with the talent that Rutgers has at a high level, disruption probably a key point in this. How did this team react to some of those lessons from Monday to try to apply them here today?
We're definitely better defensively than we were a week ago. As you get later in the season, you don't have as much practice time. So, especially with injuries and illnesses this time of year. So, we simplified our approach. We wanted to really put an emphasis on the disruptive behaviors, the active hands, the intensity you have to play with to generate a few steals. And at times, there are other areas that might suffer. Offensive rebounding might suffer because you can't stress everything, and you hope your habits are where they need to be this time of year. So, but as far as the game today, we're going to need to really challenge Bailey's catches and Harper's catches if he is able to play.
That's the unique concept. Drew Williamson, who's on the scout, talked about it earlier in the week. 2 different game plans. When you have such a focal point in Dylan Harper, very questionable for this. How do you try to make sure to filter that properly to players? Obviously, Harper's really good, but they won at Northwestern without him 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's difficult, but that's a challenge of playing in the Big Ten. Every game presents its own unique set of challenges, and whether one of the top 3 picks in this draft or 2 of the top 3 picks in this draft plays, it's going to be a challenge. No, but they have good supporting players too. Somerville's a good freshman center. Acuff obviously hasn't found his consistent rhythm yet, but he's capable of scoring big, and they've got speed, they've got athleticism, and so they just haven't been able to connect consistently where they have all cylinders firing, much like all of us. So it's only a matter of time, but they're a good basketball team.
Fascinating seeing a Steve Peichel team that's much better analytically, offensively than defensively. That's not how it normally goes. When they do excel defensively, do you see some of those Peichel-led principles show up? How do they look on film on the defensive side?
Yeah, you could just tell they're young. They'll make some freshman-like mistakes defensively, and in this conference, the coaches and the experienced players are usually able to counter, to take advantage of that. But yeah, they're aggressive on dribble handoffs. They can get extremely aggressive in ball screens, and they're disruptive. Their energies and intensity is where it needs to be. And so to me, really, it's just experience and reps is what they need on the defensive end.
Lastly, we saw Vlad really have to grit it out on Monday. How has he done leading into this one, health-wise, physically, all of that?
He's looked a little bit better each day. Yesterday, he was able to get up and down. His wind had obviously suffered, having the virus that he had and not being able to do anything for about a week, really, other than play a few minutes in that game. It's that time of year where it's going. Will Cheddar, we didn't think he would end up making the trip. He is here. And so it's that time of year. Everyone has injuries, illnesses, whatever the case. So, we just got to continue to go with who's ready to go and get these guys healthy.
Good luck and stay healthy.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
There's Dusty May. Michigan Rutgers coming up here from Jersey Mike's Arena. Yet another sellout expected. We'll have Terry's keys to victory, the starting lineups, and the opening jump next. This is Michigan basketball for Blearfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Gambling can be fun.
Here we go.
Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
As a team of seasoned experts, we take time to answer questions and understand each home buyer's unique situation. When you begin your home search or are ready to refinance, Ruoff Mortgage is here to help make your dream a reality. Stop by one of our Michigan branches or get started online at ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage Company, Inc., DBA. Ruoff Mortgage is an Indiana corporation. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend. All loans must satisfy company underwriting guidelines. Information and interest rates are subject to change at any time without notice. For complete licensing information, visit ruoff.com or call 1-800-627-8633. Equal housing lender. MLS ID 141868.
You don't want to miss a star-studded Michigan gymnastics season. From challenging conference clashes to both 2025 Big Ten championships at Chrysler Center to the men's NCAA championships, the college gymnastics world revolves around Ann Arbor this season. Women's season tickets and single meet tickets are on sale now, while admission is free to all regular season men's meets. Head over to mgoblue.com for schedules, updates, and tickets. That's mgoblue.com for all you need to know surrounding Michigan gymnastics.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Welcome back to what they call the Trapezoid of Terror. Jersey Mike's Arena sold out for the 76th consecutive game. Rutgers 8-2 here this year. The Wolverines looking to snap a 3-game skid against the Scarlet Knights overall. How do they do it? Terry Mills, his keys to victory here on this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, well, number one, Michigan's got to match or either exceed the energy and physicality that's going to come out of here in the rack. Michigan can't allow Rutgers to just get to their spots without physically making contact. Let them know that you're there. And on the offensive end, play through contact. Don't worry about the officiating in a game like this because it's going to be extremely rowdy in this building here tonight. Number two is rebounding the basketball. Cannot allow second shot opportunities. That's the fuel for this type of building. I mean, they get second and third shot opportunities. All of a sudden, this building comes to life. And last but not least is avoid those self-inflicted and live ball turnovers that lead to turnovers for touchdowns. I mean, Michigan's got to take care of the basketball because those compounded type of mistakes will cost you in a game like this.
Against Penn State on Monday, Michigan won the turnover battle 18-9, yet Penn State only had 3 fewer points off turnovers than Michigan. The Wolverines coughed it up 9 times. Nittany Lions scored 16 points off those turnovers. Let's give you the starting lineups first. For the men here from Piscataway, New Jersey, Rutgers 11-10 overall, 4-6 in the Big Ten, trying to qualify for the league tournament. Remember, the bottom 3 teams in the league are out of that event in Indianapolis. The aforementioned Ace Bailey, the head of the Snake, he is tops in the Big Ten, 10th nationally with almost 21 points per ball game. Also leads Rutgers with almost 8 rebounds a game. And he had 37 on the road at Northwestern on Wednesday without the other highly touted freshman recruit, Dylan Harper. Harper again out today. He came in 4th in the Big Ten at almost 19 points a game. Bailey joined in the backcourt by Jordan Durkak, who started at Northwestern and had just 1 point in 13 minutes after dropping 26 at MSG against Michigan State. The other man in the backcourt, Jeremiah Williamson, made his Rutgers debut at Michigan last year. He has scored just 5 points a game in league play. On the interior, a lot of switching around. The freshman Dylan Grant gets the call at the 4 spot, his 6th consecutive start. And Lathan Somerville, who you heard from both Drew Williamson and Dusty May, noting the other freshman, a Peoria, Illinois native, who had 9 points, 7 rebounds, and played a season-high 27 minutes in the win at Northwestern on Wednesday. They play for 9th-year head coach Steve Peichel, his 20th season as a head coach in Division I college basketball, 336 wins, 289 losses. Associate head coach Brandon Knight, assistants TJ Thompson, Marlon Williamson, Jay Young, and Steve Haynes. For the Michigan Wolverines, just outside the top 25 in both polls, 15-5 for the overall mark, 7-2 in the league. Trey Donaldson was outstanding against Penn State, had the final 7 points for Michigan, 16 in the second half. He was the difference in that Wolverines win. Damari Burnett struggling as of late from downtown, just 4 of his last 20. He gets the call yet again at the 2-guard spot. At the 3, our pregame guest, Roddy Gayle Jr., talked about he and Ohio State coming here and winning the regular season finale last year here at the RAC. Danny Wolf, the man at the 4 spot, he is just 5 of his last 25 from the floor after shooting 58% before that stretch. And the not quite 100%, but feeling much better center, Vlad Golden, only 16 and a half minutes against Penn State. He didn't go through shoot-around on Monday. He did his normal workout before the ball game today. He looks much better than he did, as Dusty May told us moments ago. Michigan's head coach, Dusty May, 7th year as a Division I head coach, 141 wins and 74 losses, assisted by Mike Boynton Jr., Akeem Miskadeen, Justin Joyner, Drew Williamson, and Kyle Church. Officials today, Michael Reed, Andy Bonner, and the man who will tip it up, Paul Sells. It's Ace Bailey getting ready to jump against Vlad Golden, 6'10 versus 7'1". Ball is waiting, it is up in the air, and Bailey taps it back to his teammate Somerville. Rutgers in their home white jersey tops and bottoms. Michigan in the big game maze as we start February with a crucial road clash here at Jersey Mike's Arena. Somerville has it at the point, hand off to a whirling Williams, into the paint, flip it left to the lane, jumper up and long from Somerville, rebound Burnett in Michigan. Trey Donaldson into the forecourt, 25 seconds in, scoreless ball game. Defense chant emanating from the Rutgers student section to our right. Michigan away from it here to start. Shot fake left wing, Wolf takes it all the way, lost it out of bounds. Some contact there from his defender, Dylan Grant, but Wolf simply had it fall out of his arms. Turnover number 75 on Wolf's year. It's Rutgers ball.
Yeah, well, you got to be strong with the basketball. When you're going to the basket, I mean, they're going to have active hands, kind of a staple of a Steve Pikiell type defense.
Durkak tried to find a cutting Grant, intercepted by Wolf. Up ahead, Donaldson spin it into a driving Gale, flipped it up there, no tap-up attempt by Golden, goes begging. He gets it back and then tried to vacate it out to the right wing, and is deflected, intercepted by Ace Bailey. Rutgers ball, a minute in, a lot of contact and a reach-in foul by Burnett. 4 on 4 there in terms of numerals as Burnett picks up his first infraction.
Yeah, well, one of the things you'll be concerned about as this game goes on is Vlad Golden's conditioning. I mean, when you're coming off of a sickness, the flu, I mean, one of the first things that you have to worry about is your conditioning.
Inbound Williams high on the right. A little bit more than a minute in, scoreless here in the first of 2 regular season meetings between Michigan and Rutgers. High block right, Somerville backs down against Golden, flip it left wing, shot fake by Williams, takes it left of the lane, had it poked away by Gale, hit off his shin, out of bounds. It's Michigan's ball. So the Wolverines force a turnover. Sloppy play on both sides to start, Michigan's ball.
Yeah, well, solid defense there by Michigan. I mean, being able to force that turnover, and that's what you expect from Michigan, that defense to be solid. When the offense is not clicking, let's lock in on the defensive end.
And on the replay, Michigan caught a break. That was off the knee of Gale. High left wing, Donaldson trudges away right point, zip it into a driving Golden, easy crunch there. Vlad Golden doesn't look ill right now. 2-0 Michigan, a little bit more than a minute and a half in on a nice dime from Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, Trey Donaldson able to throw that on a frozen rope there, and he immediately put on the goggles and saying, hey, I've seen you all the time.
Had 7 assists in the win Monday against Penn State. Right side Williams, kicking right corner, 3-ball Grant up and short. Weak side rebound, 2-handed chest high for Michigan's Damari Burnett and Mays, running right to left far sideline. Whip it, Donaldson left wing, extra feed left corner, Gale wide open, a 3-ball. It's up and it's in and out. Rebound, back tap by Burnett into the arms of Rutgers' Dylan Grant. Near sideline chugs Williams, feed left side Bailey, has Golden on him defensively. Bailey goes to work, steps back 3 over him, air ball. Ball popcorns into the air, secured Burnett for Michigan. 2-0 Wolverines, 17:40 rolling clock. Gale inside to Golden, spins on a shot fake, missed the bunny, rebound down to Rutgers and Somerville. Well, you don't see Golden miss many of those. Rutgers basketball.
No, solid catch there by Golden. I think he kind of rushed it there. He got his defender in the air, and he just kind of rushed it.
2-0 U of M, 17:20 ticking first half clock here in Piscataway. Durkak high on the right, left wing Somerville. Alley-oop up to an easy jam for Dylan Grant. And we're tied at 2 on Rutgers' first make in 4 tries.
Yeah, that's just a breakdown in communication on that pick and roll action. Anytime someone's setting the back screen, you have to be there to communicate.
Left pocket Wolf, 3 minutes in, game tied at 2. Dangerous pass intercepted by Somerville. Tapped it to himself. They're going to say play on, and Somerville jams it down on Danny Wolf's second turnover early. 4-2 Rutgers. Michigan quickly right to left. High right wing, Gayle dribbling against Durkak. Spin it right corner, Burnett. Sizing up Bailey, whip it high to the right, Donaldson. He'll shoot a three contested, and it's strong. Rebound Bailey, two-handed for Rutgers.
Yeah, you talked about it. That sloppy play, all of a sudden you've got the players from the rack getting involved.
Bailey drives, feet at right wing. Williams leans in, floater, trickles out of there. Rebound back tap into the arms of Grant. Second chance for the Scarlet Knights, who lead 4-2, 16-17 left first half. A round of applause from the sold-out crowd with a good Rutgers effort. Williams takes it right of the lane underneath the cup. Whip it left corner. Three-ball Grant. It's strong. And the rebound down to Michigan's Danny Wolf. To Donaldson. Back over right wing Wolf. Picked up his skip. Now spins it past to Golden. Double team comes immediately. Durkak poked it away into the arms of Somerville. Up ahead, Bailey had his pocket picked there by Burnett. Michigan right to left down 4-2. Here's Donaldson. Stutter step. Blows by Somerville. Finishes left block with a right hand. Donaldson stumbles over a couple of cameramen as he ties it at 4. 15:40 left first half. High right-handed dribble on the right wing for Jeremiah Williams. Taps the back of his head now as he feeds Durkak. Left wing now, Grant. Lofts it, Somerville at the point. 15-25. Somerville left alone for three. Shoots it and missed it short. Somerville just 1 of 7 now on the year from 3. Michigan the rebound. Up ahead, Burnett. Handoff left wing, Gayle. 15-13 left first half. Media stoppage, next dead ball. Right wing, Donaldson pumps up a 3. Banks it home. Shrug of the shoulder from Trey as the Wolverines reclaim the lead at 7-4. Almost 5 minutes in first half from Piscataway.
Yeah, whether you meant to do it or not, at least act like you did. And I think Trey Donaldson did just that. He just ran back on defense saying, hey, I meant to do that.
Somerville, from where he missed that 3 moments ago, this time dribbles cautiously to the right wing. Leave it Williams. He shoots a 3. Misses it off the heel. Rebound down to Danny Wolf in Michigan. Rutgers 0-4 from deep to start. Michigan the ball in a 3-point lead. Michigan's number 3, Donaldson, steps back. Long jumper, left elbow, misses it off to the left. Easy cleanup from Dylan Grant, the Ontario native and the freshman for Rutgers. Center circle, Durkak. 14:23 rolling first half clock. 7-4, Michigan the advantage early. Somerville, dangerous pass intercepted by Wolf. Bailey almost got it right back. Now a bullet pass to Burnett. One dribble, he floats it and scores it on a reverse. Kind of an awkward angle for Burnett, but he slithered in there and scored it on the turnover for touchdown. 9-4 Michigan, almost 6 minutes in first half.
Yeah, and that's good to see Michigan still fighting through it right now, waiting on that media timeout. Usually this is where players are looking for a break, but good to see Michigan still engaged.
Bailey spins at the point, takes it strong, misses the bunny low on the right. Rebound attempt by Somerville, missed it, shot out of there on a block, and then Bailey simply threw it into the Michigan bench as he was up into the air twirling with nowhere to go. Timeout on the floor, and Vlad Golden, he needs a respite. Remember, on Monday, when he was really under the weather, he came out 2 minutes in, had to give Michigan more than 6 minutes here. But Michigan has a 9-4 lead here on the road at Rutgers. 13:46 to play first half. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Rock legend Peter Frampton comes alive. Peter Frampton, the Let's Do It Again tour returns Saturday, April 19th to Soaring Eagle Casino. Tickets start at $73 and are on sale now at the box office or etix.com. Peter Frampton, April 19th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. SoaringEagleCasino.com.
A quick 60-second local timeout, then more Wolverines basketball. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Introducing Celsius, the essential energy you need to fuel your passion for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience essential energy with 0 sugar and 7 essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius will help keep you energized for every minute of game time. Celsius, essential energy to help you live fit. Go Blue. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com.
Certainly a sloppy start from a turnover standpoint. 9 combined turnovers, 5 for Rutgers. Wolverines a 9-4 lead because Terry, Michigan scored 6 times off those 5 cough-ups. Both teams, I think, left a lot to be desired with the fluidity of their half-court offense in the first more than 6 minutes.
Yeah, they have. And I tell you what, if Michigan can capitalize on some of these mistakes they've been making in the half-court, they could be easily up 10 or 12 points right now. So a lot to be cleaned up going forward. And tell you what, we couldn't wait for this little media timeout here because I thought that Vlad Golden was pretty much gassed and didn't want to see him pick up a silly foul just because he was a little tired.
Yeah, 6 minutes, 14 seconds till that first media stoppage. And Vlad will be coming out to start this second session. As the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics, Belfour Property Restoration is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. To nominate someone, visit mgoblue.com/hero. We see 3 substitutions for Michigan. Trey Donaldson and Danny Wolf staying out there as starters. Justin Pippen, Reuben Jones, and the Wolverine that's most under the weather today, Will Cheddar. He's trying to grind through it. You heard from Dusty May before the game. Wasn't sure if he would make the trip, but Will, Mr. Energizer Bunny, I know you called him Mr. Energy. He's out there for Michigan.
Yes, he is. And I tell you what, you wasn't going to leave him behind. And I tell you what, he's going to gut it out. There's no doubt about that.
Rutgers with 4 subs, joining Ace Bailey, their star, who's 0 for 2 early. Donaldson zing at left corner. Pippen tries an early 3. Well short. Rebound tipped up into the air and secured by Bryce Dortch. He's out there for the first time, as is Jamichael Davis. Zach Martini, who wears 99, foul on the floor as Donaldson bumps the driving Davis as he took it left of the lane. And the last newcomer is the former Eastern Michigan Eagle, Tyson Acuff, playing Michigan for a 3rd consecutive year. Acuff had a good game at Northwestern on Wednesday with 13. Donaldson's first foul there. Inbound baseline left for the Scarlet Knights. Skip by Acuff to a cutting Dortch, and it's poked away, deflected up to Cheddar, lofts it to Pippen, takes it strong, Banker, high block there from Bailey, saved somehow by Reuben Jones, lofts it far sideline, Cheddar attempts to give it to Wolf, intercepted an easy lay-in for Jamichael Davis and Rutgers on the other side. Can't fault the hustle, it was there, but Rutgers comes up with a bucket.
Yeah, and that's how Rutgers is going to try to win this game, with those hustle plays like that. Michigan being a step slower right now. I mean, you got to get after those loose balls, those 50-50 balls.
Donaldson leaves it left pocket. Jones back to Trey, high on the left. Wiggles his way behind the back dribble at the free throw line, leans in, air ball on a shot put attempt. Easy rebound for Jamichael Davis and Rutgers. Stutter step and a bump by Donaldson. 12:39 to play, and Donaldson with 2 fouls on the floor, giving him 2 for the game. And that thrusts Namari Burnett back out there, Donaldson out, and that is a huge turn of events early with Michigan up 9-6.
Well, they're going right at him in transition, and that's where Michigan has to get back and set those defensive walls and get in those gaps.
Inbound, over to Davis, now right wing, Acuff splashes down a right wing 3. 5-0 counter punch run from Rutgers, and we're tied at 9, 12:26 to play first half. Wolf left wing. Takes it in on Martini, pauses left of the lane. Around the rainbow, Pippen. Now to Burnett, right pocket. Drives right baseline on Davis. Shut off around the rainbow, Pippen. Now left wing, Jones. Leans in, 12-footer, swirls out. Rebound, Rutgers and Bryce Dortch. To Jamichael Davis, who set a career high with 8 assists in Wednesday's road win at Northwestern. Inside now, Bailey. Double team immediate. Pippen and Jones bothering Bailey. Jumping past cross-court Martina. Extra feed, right corner, Davis a 3. Front iron and off. Easy rebound, Cheddar. Scarlet Knights 1 of 6 from 3 to start. 9-9 our score, 11:45 to play. Wolf, dynamite bounce pass inside Cheddar. Double clutch Banker, no, but a foul. Cheddar going in on both Martini and Acuff. It's the latter of the two. And the Cass Tech product, Acuff, who picks up his first foul, and Rutgers' first of the half. Timeout with 11:43 to play first half. 9-9, Michigan and Rutgers knotted up. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Go Blue. Go Long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish Long Drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Michigan Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa presents the 30-second radio hour.
Woo! I ask you, Donna, is cross-country skiing great or what? Yeah, I'm speechless too. Finding your true north can really take your breath away. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Discover your true north moment amid the wonders of nature at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa.
Hey, Donna, how about some snowshoeing after this? Are you kidding me?
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. No truer north.
9-9, Michigan and Rutgers here from Piscataway. 11:43 to carry first half. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you here on this Saturday afternoon. Terry Trey Donaldson has 5 of Michigan's 9 points, but he also has 2 fouls in less than a game minute apart. That changes the entire complexion of Michigan's rotation habits the rest of this half, you would think.
Yes, it does. And that's been one of my concerns of this team all year long is who's that backup point guard? Who can lead this team when Trey Donaldson goes out? So right now, let's see if Justin Pippen can be that answer for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Pippen and Reuben Jones, the 2 primary ball handlers out there right now for Michigan, joined by Namari Burnett, Will Cheddar, and Vlad Golden. Sam Walters is sitting Indian style to the right of the scorer's table. Figure he's likely waiting for Will Cheddar, who is readying for 2 free throws. Cheddar on the year, 19 of 23, that is 83%. His last free throw was his first miss since the day before Thanksgiving. Rutgers, per usual, leaning on Ace Bailey. He's still the only starter on the floor. Scoreless in 8 minutes. Cheddar bends the knee, shoots the first free throw, and swirls it out. When rivalries heat up, choose Chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Please celebrate responsibly. Still 9-9, Wolverines and Scarlet Knights. Walters never went to the middle of the scorer's table, so Cheddar's going to stay out there. Second free throw, good. 10-9, and no, he did indeed check in, so he was sitting next to Justin Joyner along the bench. Now comes in for Cheddar. Haven't seen that very much.
Well, simply because of the space that's on the court. I mean, they've got an X there in the middle, but if you sit on that X in the middle, you're almost on the court. So
you're almost to the outline of the New Jersey State on the court. Acuff, right point contested, 3 over Golden, in and out. An attempted jam, putback style by Dortch goes begging. Ball comes down to Michigan's Namari Burnett. Quickly up the floor to Walters. Back to Namari, left wing. Considers a long 3. Trudges his way toward the free throw line. Pass toward Pippen, deflected by Davis. Intercepted Bailey. Rutgers left to right, trailing Michigan 10-9. Have the basketball, 11:09 in a rolling first half clock. Acuff, first 2 years at Duquesne, last 2 years at EMU. High to the right wing. Left point, Dortch. Now left side, Bailey. A fastball that Bailey bobbled but corrals. Shot clock down to 6. Bailey drives right. Feed right corner. Acuff a 3. Got it to go. And Tyson Acuff, who had a big scoring game against Michigan last season with 24, has 6 early, and it's 12-10 Rutgers.
Well, Rutgers runs a lot of ISO plays, so Michigan, once you stay in those gaps, you got to be ready to close out to the shooters.
Pippen lofts it left point, Jones. Now to Walters' left pocket. Fakes a pass right, delivers inside Golden. Pivots, banks, and scores. Good move over Martini. Vlad Golden's second bucket, deadlocked at 12. 10:21 left first half.
Yeah, well, I like what Vlad Golden did that time around on the post. He actually took a look. He's been having a little difficulty with them doubling coming from the baseline, and I think that started up at Mackey.
Davis from left corner to right, feed it out, left wing, another 3 from Acuff. This one strong. Offensive rebound, Dortch for Rutgers. Reset 20 as the ball goes back to Acuff at the top right corner of that New Jersey emblem above the block R. Shot clock down to 8 as Acuff had to kind of lob one right wing. Bailey face guarded by Pippen. Shot clock to 4. Bailey fades away over Pippen, rattles it out, but the ball popcorns its way to Dortch. Third chance for Rutgers. That thing hit the rim a handful of times.
Yeah, and you can see how the crowd comes to life. One of my keys was, hey, you got to be able to rebound that basketball. Offensive rebounds gives teams energy.
Dortch at the point, shot clock to 4. Bad pass inside. Walters got his paws in there. It was intended for Martini. Walters deflects it to Golden. Now Pippen slithers right of the lane. Feeds Walters. Catch and shoot 3. Yes, sir. Oh, Sam Walters does it all on that trip. Somehow got his sneakers behind the line, too. 15-12 Michigan.
Yeah, good sign for the Wolverines for Sam Walters to be able to knock down a 3-point shot.
Maybe his most complete possession, defense to offense of the season. Left wing, Jamichael Davis. Stutter step, works right elbow. Tough banker, yes, count it, and a foul. And that's number 2 on Namari Burnett as well. So, Trey Donaldson on the pine with 2. Namari has 2. It's 15-14. Michigan's lead down to 1. And an and 1 opportunity coming up for the Scarlet Knights. So subs on both sides. Burnett has to leave. Vlad Golden also exits. We see Roddy Gayle Jr. and Danny Wolf return. Ace Bailey's first respite comes. Tyson Acuff also off the floor. Free throw up from Davis and Strong. Came in shooting 63%, so Michigan clings to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, well, Davis has been a handful that the Wolverines can't seem to keep him in front.
Somerville and Williams back in for Rutgers. Wolf backs down, Somerville right block. Wheels into the paint, leans in, a lot of contact. Pivots, banks, and scores. Danny Wolf with some stick-to-itiveness there, 17-14 Michigan.
Yeah, good sign to see Danny Wolf starting to get aggressive.
Left wing, Durkak, shot fake, got his man up, passes to the point, 3-ball airborne and good from Durkak. From Davis, and we're tied at 17, 8:20 to play first half. Left wing, Wolf. Jab step, angles to the free throw line, takes it all the way, banks and missed it strong. Easy rebound, Martini. That's one Wolf would like to have back. Williams for Rutgers, passing it toward Martini, deflected, somehow still got back to the passer Williams, who's double teamed near sideline, vacate center circle Martini, and now Rutgers can settle in with the shot clock halfway gone.
Yeah, well, Michigan is disruptive and getting deflections, but they're not coming up with the basketball.
A lot of 50-50 balls flipping to Rutgers, left baseline fadeaway, Davis, Plink goes around and drops. 19-17 Rutgers, 7:40 first half. Reuben Jones stutter steps left baseline. So Wolf left point, fakes a pass right, shot fake to Pippen right wing. Takes a long 3, makes a long 3. And the Wolverines jump back in front 20-19. That 3-pointer brought to you by Citgo Top Tier Try Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Yeah, well, if they're going to back off you that far, it's kind of a sign of disrespecting and saying, hey, you can't make that shot. So good to see Justin Pippen raise up and knock down that shot.
His 8th 3-make of the year, right wing Durkak. 7:05 rolling first half clock. Michigan's lead is 1. Durkak pocket picked by Roddy Gayle Jr. Right to left comes Gayle. 1 hop, now 2 hop left corner. Pippen saves it. Feed left wing Jones, who spins away from Durkak. Lumbers his way into the paint. Double clutch reverse. Didn't get it to go. Rebound Davis and Rutgers. Here come the Scarlet Knights. Wide open. Durkak a 3. Bricked it out. Weak side rebound, Pippen in a frantic first half with Michigan up 20-19.
Yeah, that last series, Michigan had a 2-on-1, and you've got to run for layups. You can't run for three-point shots.
Left wing, Wolverine making three. Front iron and off, rebound Martini for the white-clad Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And again, deep into a media battle. The under 8 still to come. 6:18 rolling first half clock. Michigan with a 1-point lead. Rutgers the basketball. Durkak left wing in front of the Wolverines bench. Leaves it for Williamson between the rings. Right point Somerville. One dribble, now two. Looking for a handoff to Williams. Gets there, and then a foul called on Roddy Gayle Jr. A little bit too physical as he was trying to poke it away. So, timeout on the floor. 6:04 left first half. Michigan battling foul trouble. 2 for Donaldson and Burnett. That one for Roddy Gayle Jr., his first, team's 5th. Michigan still up by 1, though, 20-19 on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
To celebrate the auto show, Ford has just announced Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Come check out the 2024 Ford Escape, which comes available with driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and with a great in-stock selection.
Today, and it's been certainly a sloppy one at times. Michigan 20, Rutgers 19. Trey Donaldson out there, Terry, with those 2 fouls. A critical juncture here. Got to try to avoid a third foul. Donaldson, though, missed about 6 game minutes with that second foul.
Yeah, a critical juncture. And I tell you what, Michigan's got to play through that physicality, one of my keys, and pick up this energy here. I mean, 5 offensive rebounds by this Scarlet Knight team. And tell you what, Ace Bailey hasn't scored a point in this game. So
only 3 shots. He was 9 of 10 for 24 points in the first half. Wednesday fades away over Gayle and scores it. Heck of a shot there. Nothing you can do if you're Gayle in Michigan. 21-20 Rutgers, and on cue, Bailey's first bucket.
Yeah, I tell you what, just turn around and shot right over the top of Gayle. I mean, that's that true 6'10".
Of course, Rutgers playing without their other NBA prospect, Dylan Harper. Left wing Wolf, jab step. Now he takes the 3 over Somerville, rattles it out. Rebound, an easy one for Ace Bailey and the Scarlet Knights. Michigan 3 of 8 from deep today. Bailey with the white jersey untucked, backpedals on the right side against Walters, drives on him, steps back. Now over to the right side, Somerville. Back in between the circles, Durkak. Right now it's Walters on Bailey one-on-one. Left side, Durkak. Crawls his way to the right elbow. Shot clock whittles to 6. Step back, tough fadeaway over Golden off to the left. Rebound Donaldson. Michigan will take that all day, every day. Wolverines the ball down 1. Inside Golden, catches right elbow. A little bit of push there from Grant from behind. Now leave it for Gayle. He works around some contact. Feed it in. Golden clears out space. Banks and scores over Somerville, and Michigan reclaims the lead 22-21. 4:40 to play before intermission.
Yeah, and it was good to see Michigan play through contact there. There was a lot of contact on that play, and Michigan did not complain.
Inside, Grant takes it left baseline. Shot put it up there off the window and nothing else. Rebound Sam Walters and the Wolverines. To Donaldson, feeds Walters right side. Back to Trey in between the circles. Slithers his way right elbow. Feed Walters, right corner, a 3-ball. Yes, indeed. Sam Walters with a couple of trays here in the first half, and it's 25-21 Michigan.
Yeah, well, corner pocket there by Sam Walters. I tell you what, the sprinkler's on here in Piscataway, that's for sure.
And Sam Walters played great in the second half against Penn State. Dusty May raved about him, calling him out without being kind of asked about him. Ace Bailey at the head of the key, leans in, jumper too strong, tap rebound by Walters into the arms of Somerville. Now Somerville leans in on Golden, reverses and missed almost everything, but a third chance for Bailey right corner. Zigzags on Wolf and a foul called on Danny. Justin Joyner irate at that whistle.
Well, I think he's more irate that we're not rebounding that basketball as opposed to that little foul along the baseline. I mean, you can avoid that by rebounding the basketball.
And Justin Joyner has a word with a man who whistled at Michael Reed. Probably a combination of both. 3:42 to play here in this first half. 25-21 Wolverines. We'll pause for a break. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Wolverine basketball and great beers go together like an alley-oop and slam dunk. Founders Brewing Company is a proud sponsor of Michigan athletics and has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like All Day IPA, Michigan Pilsner, and their new Mortal Bloom right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Whether you're cheering from your couch or at Chrysler Center, these beers are perfect to celebrate every Michigan win all season long. Learn more about Founders community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
The tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big Ten Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Sports.
3:42 before halftime. Michigan a 25-21 lead here at Jersey Mike's Arena at Rutgers. At Jimmy John's, every day we prep for 6 hours, baking bread, slicing all natural meats and fresh veggies, putting together the perfect sandwich in just 30 seconds. Order today at jimmyjohns.com and enjoy. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce with you. Terry, your takeaways from what has been at times a helter-skelter type of a ball game with 14 combined turnovers. Really neither team feeling like they're fully in fluid from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle of who wants it more, because right now, see the Rutgers Scarlet Knights just really outworking Michigan on those boards right now. 8 offensive rebounds. It just seemed like they wanted a little more. Michigan's kind of tipping it around, but it's going to be about who wants it more going forward.
Back here, moments away, we had some confusion on if there was a foul called on Danny Wolford. They simply called it out of bounds, and it looks like they avoided a foul on Wolf. For a moment, they had a third foul on the stat sheet for Trey Donaldson, which is, there was a momentary pause there. Borderline panic from yours truly there, but it's simply an inbound scenario for Rutgers and Jamichael Davis. Donaldson is out on the floor with those 2 fouls. Inbound Ace Bailey, closely guarded by Roddy Gayle. Double team comes from Will Cheddar. Now high to the right, Acuff. Acuff with 4 on the timer. Splits 2, 1 hop pass left corner. Davis, a tough 3. It's an air ball. Shot clock goes off. Shot clock violation. Michigan defends well out of that timeout and gets the ball back up by 4. 3:30 left first half.
Yeah, well, pardon, you'd have to explain that to me. If you didn't call an out of bounds along the sideline where Ace Bailey stepped and no foul, I mean, what's the call there?
I think that was one of those NBA, we're not going to call a foul, but we're going to keep the ball on the offensive side. Donaldson spinning right elbow, push pass at the point, Wolf, leave it for Donaldson, considers a 25-footer. Instead, drifts to the left wing, timer at 7, skip it left corner, tough 3 from Cheddar, it's good! Oh, Will Cheddar! Oh, the sniper there from the left side. Michigan's largest lead, 28-21.
Yeah, well, Will Cheddar's energy alone will help the Wolverines, whether he's sick or not. That's the type of energy you have to play with.
Love the confident stroke from Will Cheddar for his first field goal. Inside Bailey, spinning, missing too strong. Offensive rebound down to Dortch. Had his shot engulfed by a couple of Wolverines. Deflects out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock. Michigan stays on defense as Justin Pippen comes in for Trey Donaldson. How about that? Bryce Dortch, no chance. The block officially goes to Sam Walters.
Michigan was able to scrap out of that one, but once again, you're giving Rutgers another offensive rebound.
Acuff bounces it inside to Davis, and he misses on a reverse layup attempt as he was double-teamed. Rebound Michigan. Danny Wolf with his 4th. Wolf splitting 2, spinning right baseline, recoils back out. Now backs down Acuff, works past him. Spinning bounce pass. It was too far from the reach of Cheddar. Intercepted by Davis, and then Walters with a reach-in foul as Davis was doing some crafty dribbling left to right. Probably a smart foul by Sam Walters there to halt things. His first, team's 6th.
Yeah, smart foul there. That's one of those live ball turnovers where, hey, Rutgers is going to try to take advantage of those situations. So
2:20 left first half. Rutgers hasn't scored in almost 3.5 minutes. Baseline right, inbound from Acuff. Lobs it up to Bailey. He'll shoot over Gayle. Line drive, misses short. Rebound Danny Wolf. Bailey 1 of 7 to start today. Again, he was 9 of 10 in the first half at Northwestern for 24. Pippen high on the left for Michigan. Over to Wolf, right wing. Gets a double team to Cheddar, straight on 3. It thuds off the back heel, almost a wedgie rebound left baseline. JaMychal Davis and Rutgers.
You got to be able to take those wide open shots.
Davis, a little bit of a shove as he pushes in to Acuff. Underhand leave Martini, right corner 3. Nowhere close, an air ball right to the chest of Michigan's Danny Wolf.
Yeah, someone left a door open.
There are a lot of doors in this place. It's a unique venue. 10 straight field goal misses from Rutgers. Gayle blows by Dortch. Double clutch Baker, no, but a foul. And Roddy Gayle Jr. earns a couple of free throw opportunities on Bryce Dortch's first foul, and just the second by the Scarlet Knights of the half.
Yeah, might have got away with a travel there, but those are the type of breaks you get when you play hard and go to the basket the way Roddy Gayle did. Tried to get downhill. You get rewarded.
Gayle just shy of 80% from the line on the year. Bends the knees, hoists, and hits. 29-21 Michigan, $1:36 to play first half. Cheddar and Walters exit. Golden and Jones return. We have not seen Damari Burnett since his second foul. We saw Trey Donaldson briefly play with 2. Damari subbed out with about 9 minutes to play in the first half, yet Michigan has grown the lead to 8, a game high. One more for Gayle. Shoots it, scores it, 10 straight for the Maize and Blue. It's 30-21, and the sold-out Jersey Mike's Arena a bit quiet right now. Full court press from Michigan. Acuff has it, jumping pass 4th to P.J. Hayes, the 4th. Up ahead, Davis splits a couple of Wolverines, easy finish. And the Wolverines press does no favors defensively. Run is over, 30-23 Michigan.
I tell you what, Davis is a problem. I mean, that young man knows how to get to the basket, and he's awfully aggressive.
He has 11 of their 23. Left wing 3 ball from Gayle. Barely grazed front iron. Rebound down to Davis for Rutgers. Here he comes left to right. Davis backpedals right point. Now to Bailey at the top right corner of that block R in red trimmed in black. Bailey considers a step back, gives to a driving Davis, flip it left corner. Now around the rainbow Martini. Push pass right wing Bailey. Splits 2, takes it to the rack, and a reverse jam over Wolf. Bailey lets a big-time roar out as Steve Peichel calls time. And that might be on the highlight reel when Ace Bailey gets drafted very high come June in the NBA draft. That was a freakish athletic play to pull Rutgers within 5, 30-25, 44 seconds left. My goodness.
Yeah, those are the type of plays there to get those NBA scouts excited right there. You can just see his athletic ability. I mean, you allow that young man to put it on the deck, you got to bring help in a hurry. Don't let that young man get going.
Just his second field goal make in 8 tries, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 turnovers in 16 minutes. And with all the good work, Terry, that Michigan has done here in this first half, you'd love to at least keep it at 5, maybe grow it a little bit more, because Michigan has, at least defensively in this half, played really well.
Yeah, they have, and it seems like a game that you could be easily up 10 or 12 points, but all of a sudden you see a bounce or a 50-50 ball go Rutgers' way, and next thing you know, they're cutting into the lead. So Michigan can kind of clean up on some of that. They go a long way for the Wolverines.
Scarlet Knights bringing a little full court pressure. Gayle inbounds to Wolf out there with Pippen, Golden, and Walters. As Steve Peichel encourages this 8,000-person crowd to stand up and cheer. Pippen lofts it into Golden, catches and jams over Bryce Dortch. Dynamite feed. Timeout, Dusty May in Michigan. Again, trying to preserve a possession with that use it or lose it timeout. And maybe he'll get a little bit more time on the clock. Right now, there's just a 0.4 of a second differential. But hey, any little bit, Dusty May will try to scratch out of there.
Yeah, he'll try to squeeze it out of there. It was one of those instances where Ace Bailey got a dunk, and you see players standing up tapping their head. That means you got dunked on, and guess what? Now the Wolverines are tapping on their heads because Vlad Golden and put someone in the basket. So
32-25, Michigan, 30 points, 4 left first half. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. P.J. Hayes, the San Diego transfer, who's seen him briefly here down the stretch. He's set to inbound to Jamichael Davis, Rutgers' leading scorer with 11. Bailey, Acuff, and Somerville round out the 5 for Rutgers. They did not add any additional time to the clock. So center circle Davis has it. Over to Hayes high on the left. Now Acuff right wing. Scarlet Knights bleeding some clock. Hayes left alone left wing. Instead gives it over to Bailey. Drives into a triple team. Feed Hayes. Quick trigger 3. Way off the mark. Rebound Gayle with 5 seconds left. Gayle lofts up ahead to Pippen. Double clutch. Feeds Walters. 3 from 30 at the horn. Banked it off, and that ends the first half. So the Wolverines settle for a 7-point halftime advantage as we visit with assistant coach Drew Williamson. Here's Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach Williamson battling a little foul trouble here in the first half. What kind of adjustments defensively can be made in the second?
Back in transition. And I think Trey picked up 2 of his fouls just with the entire team not getting back, and they try to attack early. But I think the first thing you got to do is just attack the offensive glass and then get all 5 guys back in transition.
Yeah, they've got 9 offensive rebounds here in the first half. It's just a matter of they're outworking you guys on the glass or us not putting bodies on players.
They caught us in rotation a couple times, and I think when we were in rotation, because Bailey demands so much attention, when we're in rotation, all 5 guys have to come back and attack the defensive guys, and a couple times we've been leaking out.
All right, I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Brian.
All righty, thank you very much, Terry. Thanks to Drew Williamson for his insight, as always. Ace Bailey commands plenty of attention, but Michigan has done good work attending to Ace Bailey. After 24 first-half points in Evanston on Wednesday on 9 of 10 shooting, here today, 2 of 8 from the floor, 4 points. Rutgers is a team shooting just 30.6%. Wolverines up 32-25 at the break. The halftime show comes up next with our friend Rob Joyce. It's coming up here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverine student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Go blue. Go long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish Long Drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Madame Giselle senses something big coming.
Is it a career change?
Everything looks wet.
I'm going to be a swim teacher.
There's a roof.
A swim teacher who also does roofing.
No, the roof of your RV has a leak and it's ruining the furniture.
Oh, that's okay. I'm covered by Progressive. But maybe I'm a swim teaching roofer who makes furniture.
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Roof Protection Plus and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Roof Protection Plus available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Halftime from Piscataway. Michigan leads Rutgers 32-25 as we look back at the highlights from the opening 20 minutes of action. It was a sloppy start. Wolverines opened the scoring 90 seconds in on a Vlad Golden dunk, the only points for either side. Teams combined to open 1 for 7. There were 7 combined turnovers in the opening 4 minutes, tied at 4 at this point. And then Michigan went on the game's first extended run, regaining the lead in a somewhat fortuitous fashion.
Up ahead, Burnett. Handoff left wing, Gale. 15-13 left first half. Media stoppage, next dead ball. Right wing, Donaldson pumps up a 3. Banks it home! Shrug of the shoulder from Trey as the Wolverines reclaim the lead at 7-4. Almost 5 minutes in first half from Piscataway.
They'll take it. Part of a 7-0 Wolverine run made it 9-4 Michigan 6 minutes in. Rutgers had trouble getting going. Scarlet Knights missed 9 of their first 11 shots. Then a bit of adversity. Trey Donaldson picked up his second foul at the 12:39 mark. Rutgers immediately tied it after that, and Michigan went into a slump, a scoring drought of 2.5 minutes. Neither team lighting it up. Midway through the half, it was just 12-12. Michigan 5 of 14 from the field at this point. Rutgers 5 of 17. Donaldson would eventually return for Michigan, and he would not pick up a third foul the rest of the half. Finally, the two would start to find the bottom of the net 10 minutes in, and it all started with Sam Walters.
Dorich at the point, shot clock to 4. Bad pass inside. Walters got his paws in there. It was intended for Martini. Walters deflects it to Golden. Now Pippen slithers right in the lane. Feeds Walters. Catch and shoot 3. Yes, sir. Oh, Sam Walters does it all on that trip. Somehow got his sneakers behind the line, too. 15-12 Michigan.
Wouldn't have the lead for long. The teams traded buckets. Rutgers tied it with 8:22 to halftime. Then a couple of lead changes after that. 6 minutes left. It was 20-19 Wolverines on a Justin Pippen 3. 2 more lead changes right after Ace Bailey's first bucket. That didn't come until the 5:48 mark. And then a Vlad layup. A second Walters 3 made it 25-21 Michigan at the final media stoppage, and the Wolverines would lead the rest of the half as the Rutgers scoring drought surpassed the 3-minute mark after the Bailey bucket. The Wolverines would push the lead to new heights.
Push pass at the point, Wolf. Leave it for Donaldson. Considers a 25-footer. Instead, drifts to the left wing. Timer at 7. Skip it left corner. Tough 3 from Cheddar. It's good. Oh, Will Cheddar. Oh, the sniper there from the left side. Michigan's largest lead, 28-21.
13 important bench points in the first half. Rutgers would miss 10 straight shots, go scoreless for over 4.5 minutes in all. By way of a 10-0 run, it was 30-21 Wolverines in the final 90 seconds. Scarlet Knights would stem the tide a little bit, get a couple of buckets, but Michigan goes into the locker room with a 7-point advantage. It's 32-25. Halftime show continues. We'll take another look at scores on a busy Saturday in college basketball. It's next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's Michigan-rooted team helps clients play the long game from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
To celebrate the auto show, Ford has just announced Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Come check out the 2024 Ford F-150. From work days to weekends, the F-150 will get the job done. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect F-150 just for you. Returning Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $399 a month for 24 months, with $2,569 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $3,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 Auto Show Trade Assist cash. Offer ends February 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and take advantage of this $399 F-150 lease offer before it ends.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan leads Rutgers at the half, 32-25. Time now for another check of the out-of-town scoreboard. Nothing actively going on in the Big Ten. 2 games have already gone final. Wisconsin came from behind in the second half to upend Northwestern in Evanston, 75-69. Badgers with 25 points in the first half, 50 in the second to pull away, while Washington snapped a 6-game losing streak, a 71-68 victory at Minnesota. Tyler Harris, a team-high 23 in the win. One game about set to begin out west. USC hosts Michigan State, tip-off set for just a few minutes from now. Spartans remain the only undefeated team in Big Ten play at 9-0. Nationally, a bunch of games in progress. We'll start in the SEC. Number 1, Auburn on the road at 23rd-ranked Ole Miss. Tigers trying to put the finishing touches on what is a 90-82 Auburn lead. Under 30 seconds to go at the Grove. Number 4, Alabama early on is up 21-10 on Georgia. They played 8 minutes in Tuscaloosa. 11th-ranked Kansas on the road with a 15-9 lead at Baylor. 8 minutes in Waco. And 24th-ranked Vanderbilt has a 40-36 halftime lead on the road at Oklahoma. Also late first half in the ACC, it is number 21 Louisville leading at Georgia Tech, 31-23. Finals from earlier, number 3 Iowa State lost big at home. Kansas State routs the Cyclones in Ames, 80-61. 8th-ranked Tennessee took it to number 5 Florida, 64-44. Number 20 Missouri mollywopped 14th-ranked Mississippi State in Starkville, 88-61. And number 14 St. John's, a late-game winner from Kadari Richmond, to outlast Providence, 68-66. Everything else comes later on. Again, at the half in our game, Michigan up 32-25. Brian, a look at the first half numbers next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
Been an interesting one so far here in Piscataway. Wolverines leading Rutgers 32-25 as we break down. Our first half stats are brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Michigan shooting 44%, which is below where they came in on the season. Michigan entered 8th nationally at just shy of 50% on the season, but they've been much better from the floor than Rutgers. Scarlet Knights sub 31%, and they are 3 of 15 from downtown, thus the 7-point Michigan lead. Vlad Golden paces the Mason Blue with 8 points, 4 of 5 from the floor in 12 strong minutes. Otherwise, Sam Walters has 6, 5 from Trey Donaldson. Wolverines have played 9 today, 8 have scored. Reuben Jones, the lone who has not found the score column. He is 0 for 2 from the floor. Rutgers paced by a surprising player, and that's JaMychal Davis. Davis, who averages less than 4 points a ball game, has already come 1 point shy of his career high. He has 11 on 5 of 8 shooting, 4 rebounds, and an assist in 14 minutes. The star for Rutgers, Ace Bailey, who has shouldered a lot of the load with Dylan Harper, the other future top 5 NBA draft selection, out for a second consecutive game, put up a brilliant outing at Northwestern with 37 on Wednesday, just 4 points, 2 of 8 from the floor so far in this one. The only other Scarlet Knight north of the 4 from Bailey was JaMychal Davis, and Tyson Acuff, the former Eastern Michigan Eagle, has 6 points, a couple of 3-point makes in 4 attempts. Rebounding, certainly a noteworthy spot. Rutgers winning that battle 22-18 thanks to 9 offensive rebounds, only 2 for Michigan. Yet Rutgers does not have any second chance points so far, so Michigan's been able to at least shoo away those second and third chance opportunities. Wolverines' largest lead in this one, a modest 9. Rutgers just 2. 8 lead changes, 5 ties. Michigan's led most of it, and they have a 7-point advantage at the break, 32-25. First half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Terry's thoughts on the second half next here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Chrysler Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of the Michigan Wolverines.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping?
Pick me.
To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
32-25, the Michigan lead here at Rutgers as we welcome you back to the game, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry Mills, your first half takeaways from a unique 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, Michigan's been able to capitalize off of the 9 turnovers forced by Rutgers. I mean, 12 points off their 9 turnovers. I mean, that's very efficient, and that's something Michigan's going to have to continue to do. On this defensive end, they've got to have a saying that we say in basketball is guard your yard. That's basically mean guard that painted area. 12 of their 25 points is in that painted area, and we got to do a better job at guarding our yard.
That welcome back brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Craft. Wolverines come out with their starting 5 of Donaldson, Burnett, Gale, Wolf, and Golden. Amari Burnett played just 10 first-half minutes. Donaldson only 11, each with 2 fouls. For Rutgers, they've got their starting 5 on the floor as well, with Jordan Durkak, no, they don't have their starting 5. JaMychal Davis is out there. He is with Durkak, Ace Bailey, Lathan Somerville, and Dylan Grant. So Jeremiah Williams starts the second half on the bench. Not surprising because of what JaMychal Davis has done. I kind of forgot he wasn't a starter. He was that good in the first half.
I almost forgot myself. I tell you what, he might have just earned himself a starting job going forward because a young man put on a show here in the first half.
He averages 18 minutes a ball game, 14 first half minutes alone. He has started 7 games this year. The sophomore, who is one of 3 Rutgers returners, and really outside of the man he's replacing out there to start, Jeremiah Williams, the most relevant. As the Wolverines, clad in maize, start the second half, working from left to right toward that Rutgers student section. Right wing Donaldson zings it past left side. 3-ball Burnett, airborne and short. Rebound no, poked out of bounds. Last touch, Danny Wolf. Oh my. Looked like that was simply a drop by Davis, but Michigan sees the possession tilt to Rutgers.
Yeah, good execution by Michigan coming out of halftime, and got a wide open shot, exactly what they wanted, just wasn't able to knock it down.
Yeah, Burnett, that was his first three-ball attempt today. He's 4 of his last 21 from deep. Before that, he was shooting 51% from the long line. Half minute in, Michigan's lead is 7. Rutgers the ball. Left point, Somerville has it. Lobs it right side. Here's a drive right baseline by Grant. Feed it back out Bailey. Timer at 4. Fades away. Long shot. In and out. Back tap rebound there by Somerville. Gets it back. Floats and scores over Golden. Swatting attempt. And Rutgers with a second chance opportunity there. Another offensive rebound. 5-point Michigan lead.
Well, Coach Donaldson said it was out of defensive rotations. That's no rotations there. That's just simply getting outworked.
Alley-oop attempt, but it was too hot to handle for Golden. He caught it, then had it ripped away by Somerville. Rutgers ball. So another turnover for the Wolverines. Baseline right, Bailey leans into Burnett, shoots it over him, misses it off the front iron, rebound, pops up into the air, looped out to Rutgers again. Durkak comes up with it high on the right. So 11 offensive rebounds for Rutgers. Left side, here's Grant for a 3. Way short, easy rebound for Danny Wolf, his 7th.
Yeah, well, you got to be able to rebound out of your area if you're Michigan. I mean,
left baseline, Gayle loses the handle, tried to shove it to Burnett, who was running the wrong way. Some miscommunication, and the Wolverines cough it up again. Rutgers ball, 32-27. Michigan, 18-26 left.
Yeah, well, this is not the way you would like to start the second half. Giving up offensive rebounds, turning over the basketball. Michigan's got to do better.
Durkak left wing. Waits for a Somerville screen, takes it to the free throw line. Zing it to a driving Bailey. Easy jam. 4-0 Rutgers start to the half, 32-29 Michigan. Burnett, low pass gets to Donaldson left wing in front of the Michigan bench. Donaldson directs traffic as the crowd rises and cheers. Left of the lane, Golden spinning on Somerville, knocked out of bounds by Somerville. Stays with Michigan, inbounding in that far corner, 12 on the timer.
Yeah, Michigan needs something positive to happen, whether it be on the offensive end or the defensive end, because right now, Rutgers is playing with a whole lot of energy.
Donaldson, a tough angle to distribute, feeds left wing Burnett, now to Golden. Back to Namari, shot fake with a timer at 8. Namari leans in, double clutch, floats, and a blocking foul called on Rutgers. Somerville wanted a foul on that screen. A lot of contact both ways, and the foul goes on Durkak.
Well, I'm going to call getting a foul. Drawing a foul is something positive for the Wolverines because these last few possessions have been empty possessions for the Wolverines.
Wolverines 3 of 4 at the stripe today. Namari Burnett heads there for the first time, where he shoots 79% toward the Scarlet Knights student section. Deep knee bend from Burnett. Settles, sights, shoots, and connects. 33-29 Michigan. 17:45 to play. Wolverines trying to finish the first half of the Big Ten slate at 8-2. Rutgers already at the midpoint. They're 4-6 in the league, 11-10 overall. One more for the calm, cool, collected Namari Burnett, who takes his time at the line, spins the basketball twice, settles, lets it fly, hit it off the front iron and missed it. Rebound Durkak, who had the foul. Rutgers basketball. 33-29 Scarlet Knights. Rutgers thriving at home again this year. They're 8-2. Their losses to Wisconsin and Purdue, 2 league contenders. Free throw line, Davis feeds it right wing Grant. Sizes up Wolf, takes it into the paint, pivots a couple of times, floats it up there. Well, short ball knocked out of bounds by Burnett. And again, Michigan cannot control a missed Rutgers shot. Shot clock's at 7, but they should reset it to 20 as Zach Martini, the Princeton transfer, checks in for Dylan Grant. And I'm not crazy, that hit the rim, didn't it? Shot clock at 7. Should be at 20. Inbound Bailey, right corner, a 3. Off the heel, rebound Martini after it was off the fingertips of Golden. Third chance for the Scarlet Knights. They get the reset 20 here. Bailey spins right baseline on Burnett. Tough shot, no, but a foul. And if it's Namari, it's his third. It is. Golden swooped in there late, but Namari Burnett picks up his third foul in 13 game minutes. 2 free throws for Ace Bailey.
I'll tell you what, going forward, anyone that Michigan may face going forward is going to attack the glass right now because there's no way Michigan should be being out-rebounded especially giving up offensive rebounds to this Scarlet Rutgers team. They're just outworking them, in my opinion.
Bailey, 68% from the line, short on the first free throw. Still 33-29 Michigan, 17-11 left. Vlad Golden and Damari Burnett head to the bench. Will Cheddar and Reuben Jones enter for the Wolverines. So one more for Bailey. 6 points, 3 of 12 shooting for the nation's 10th leading scorer coming in. For the first time, he really tucks in that jersey before he gets that basketball for his second free throw. Lets it fly and swirls that one in. So 33-30. Rutgers has outscored Michigan 5-1 in the second half. And they've out-offensive rebounded Michigan 13-2. Double team comes just shy of the center line by Rutgers on Jones. He gets it to Gayle, but it's poked from behind, and Bailey has it for the Scarlet Knights. Whips it past right wing Durkak, and a foul on Reuben Jones. It's on the floor, inbound coming up, as Reuben Jones picks up his first. An inauspicious start to the second half for the Maize and Blue. Gayle leaves, Pippen returns for Michigan. Tyson Acuff comes in for Rutgers, and he spells Ace Bailey. Interesting to see Bailey leave so early in this second half.
Yeah, it's been turnovers. It's been giving up offensive rebounds.
Kind of amazing. Michigan still up by 3. Davis in between the circles for Rutgers. Left side Acuff, who had a couple of threes in the first half. Lobs it right wing Durkak. Michigan a zone look here. Base of that block R, it's Acuff. Shot clock down to 10, nothing on the interior till a skip to Durkak. Backs down, high block right against Pippen. Working with the left hand, pivots in the lane, shot fake. Wolf comes in to help, lost it out of bounds. Last touch Michigan with 2.5 on the timer. Rutgers set to inbound baseline right as Durkak pleads for a foul to Paul Sells, who says no.
And I'll tell you, when that ball goes up on the glass, I need some Wolverines to start rebounding that ball with 2 hands. I mean, we're doing a lot of batting and fanning at it. We've got to get possession of that basketball.
Bailey quickly back in. Durkak exits. Inbound from Davis. Looking on the right baseline. Finds Bailey. 3-ball right corner. Off the side of the backboard. Rebound to Wolf. Might have gotten away with a travel. Has it left wing. Shimmy shakes. Takes it strong. And a foul called on Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights fans starting to get a bit perplexed by the officiating. I did think Wolf held on to that pivot foot, but it was pretty close as the foul comes on Ace Bailey. Number 1 on him. What say you, Terry Mills?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. He might have got away with a travel there because Rutgers is doing a good job at trying to speed Michigan up with their pressure right now. So
Wolf, 58% from the line. He's tweaked with his mechanics a little bit. Shoots it up there and gets it to go. Good to see there from Wolf. 34-30 Michigan, 16:25 remaining.
Yeah, you're talking about tweaking mechanics. I mean, that looks totally different than the way he was shooting the ball against Penn State.
Second one up. That one a much higher arced one, and he knocks both down. How about that? 35-30 Wolverines. Michigan without a field goal make. They've only taken 1 field goal attempt in this second half, which is almost 4 minutes old. Pippen bothering Davis at the center circle. Davis looks left, now jogs left, accelerates to the elbow, feed left point, 3-ball Somerville, high off the heel, rebound after a second hit on the rim, secured by Wolf, Michigan's 9th board. He has 9 of Michigan's 21. Right wing Donaldson a 3, pumped it up there and scored it. Wolverines in transition. Inflate the lead to 38-30, 15:53 left.
Well, I'll tell you what, it helps when you can rebound the basketball and get clean rebounds.
Now Donaldson almost stole it away from Davis. Got to be careful with him having 2 fouls. Davis into a 3, swishes it down. A rebuttal tray from Jermichael Davis, who has a career-high 14. 38-33 Michigan. Donaldson around a screen from Cheddar, picked up his skip, driving in. Cheddar on a nice feed from Donaldson, lays it up on the right block. It's 40-33 U of M. That was a dynamite dime.
Yes, it was. And I'll tell you what, we're starting to get in a little rhythm offensively, which is a good sign.
Davis skipping left wing Acuff. Attempts to drive left baseline, Pippen halts him. Now detours to the free throw line, right elbow, fades away, Rainmaker goes. Tough shot for Acuff, who has 8. 40-35 Michigan, 5 minutes deep second half here at Rutgers. Donaldson, whip it right wing. Here's Jones for a 3. Nowhere close. Rebound, Acuff popped it over to Somerville for the Scarlet Knights. Near sideline, Jamichael Davis. Now Somerville at the point, feeds Martini, right wing, quick trigger three. Hit the front iron, and that's it. Easy rebound, Cheddar for Michigan. Wolverines left to right. Pippen pauses, considers a three, feeds Wolf right wing. Had an open three, didn't take it. Dribbles against Bailey, pauses head of the key, leave it for Cheddar. Spins on Davis, who fouled him before the take to the bucket. So Jamichael Davis saddled with his first foul. Timeout on the floor. Like the first half, we needed well over 5 minutes to get to the first media stoppage. 14:28 left. Michigan 40, Rutgers 35. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Wolverines basketball plays here.
Left point three on its way, and he got it again!
On the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready to raise your game? Introducing 50 States Vodka, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Born and bred in Chelsea, Michigan, 50 States Vodka is crafted from sweet, organic, non-GMO corn and is gluten-free with 0 additives. That's right, every drop is pure, American-made excellence from the heart of Michigan to your glass. It's time to experience the best vodka around. Make sure you're toasting with 50 States Vodka, the pride of Michigan and the choice of champions. Cheers to victory and pure Michigan spirit with 50 States Vodka. Drink responsibly.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
14:28 in regulation. Michigan a 40-35 edge on Rutgers. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. Terry, you talked about it. Turnovers and offensive rebounding. Michigan with 10 cough-ups, and they've given up 13 offensive boards.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the way you wanted to start the second half, but I kind of sensed they got into
Danny Wolf and Sam Walters gave Michigan some good first-half minutes.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, he can use some of those here in the second half. I mean, those were good minutes by Sam Walters, not just on the offensive end, but able to have some solid defensive effort.
Inbound out to Reuben Jones, then a foul away from the ball. Justin Pippen called for an illegal screen there, so Justin Pippen picks up his first, and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights get it back. They have Jamichael Davis, their leading scorer, into the forecourt, joined by Acuff, Martini, Dortch, and Hayes inside. A layup attempt there from Dortch, blocked by Wolf. Up ahead, Donaldson lofts it toward Reuben Jones, saves it from going out of bounds, left baseline. On a vacating pass, left wing, Donaldson crosses over on Davis, splits him, underhand lead, Jones up for the easy lay-in low on the right. Nifty move from Donaldson, 42-35 Michigan.
Yeah, I'm looking for players, when you get in transition, is to run for layups. Seems like these days everyone runs to the three-point line. Michigan had numbers and almost turned the basketball over.
Acuff drives, feed right wing over to Hayes. Now right corner, Davis, shot fake, lead for Acuff right corner. Jab step, shoots a three over Wolf, knocks it down. Tyson Acuff, his third game against Michigan in his career, and it is his third double-digit performance, 42-38 Michigan. And then Trey Donaldson, he's a little bit hobbled as he heads to the bench. Action stopped by Paul Sells. So Donaldson, who's been battling that ankle for a little while, he heads over to the end of the Michigan bench and talks with Chris Williams, Michigan's trainer. So Roddy Gayle Jr. summoned. Vlad Golden in for Danny Wolf too. So Michigan again needing their catalyst on Monday but needed to play without him. Trey Donaldson foul trouble in the first half, an ankle issue here in the second. Left wing Reuben Jones, one-on-one against Hayes. Push pass left wing Pippen, looks in, delivers on a dribble drive. Now shot fake right wing Gayle, looking in for Golden, delivers out Pippen. Shot clock to 4. Pippen skipped to a cutting Gayle who soars and jams. His first field goal make of the night. And late in the shot clock, Michigan gets a jam, 44-38 Michigan, 7 minutes in second half.
Yeah, when the offense had broke down, Michigan didn't panic during that situation. Good veteran move there by Justin Pippen.
Acuff around a screen, almost loses it. Leave for Hayes, splits 2, and a reach in on Gayle, who was pining for a jump ball. Gayle got both paws in there, tried to rip it away, but it is a second personal foul on Gayle. Foul on the floor, the 4th on Michigan, so an inbound for Rutgers. 44-38 Michigan, 12:44 left here in Piscataway. Inbound Martini, skip it, toward Davis, intercepted Pippen. 2-on-1, Pippen skips to a driving. Walters couldn't finish, low on the left, rebound Acuff. That felt discombobulated from the start, Rutgers ball.
Yes, it did. I thought that Sam Walters was trying to get his steps together more than anything.
Then Acuff drives left of the lane, missed the shot, rebound Golden, then a foul comes on Rutgers. It's on Acuff. He tried to rip it away from Golden in frustration. Both teams, a transition opportunity goes begging. Michigan's ball as Ace Bailey, Rutgers star, comes back in for Bryce Dortch. Bailey has been held in check so far. The future high first-round pick, 7 points, 3 of 13 from the floor, playing without their other NBA future star. And Dylan Harper out for a second straight game due to an ankle injury. Left point, here's Gayle for a rain-making 3. Bricked it out, back tap rebound though from Walters to Jones. Michigan just its 3rd offensive carom. Reuben Jones right wing, around a screen from Golden. Lost the handle, poked away. Martini has it. Rutgers gets it back. Scarlet Knights wanted a foul call. Play on, right corner Davis, blows by Golden, tiptoeing the right baseline, feed left corner Hayes. Double clutch pass Martini, underhand leave Davis, right corner. Rutgers slows things down. Davis wheels into the paint, floats it up there, no. Easy carom for Golden in Michigan. Rutgers is 31% shooting. 44-38 Michigan, 11.5 to play. Center circle, Pippen, over to Golden, right point. Ball above his head, looks in, delivers out to Gayle. Gayle, couple of dribbles at the right elbow, still working with it, feed it over to the left side, intercepted Davis, deflected and picked off, intended for Pippen. Davis spins by Pippen, Euros in the lane, floats it out toward Acuff, somehow got there, left side Hayes, contested 3, in and out, rebound, weak side, Michigan's Reuben Jones.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to get something positive. I mean, I talked about compounding mistakes. Those are 2 turnovers in a row. Let's get an attempt at the basket.
Jones, feed high to the right, Pippen. 10:52 rolling second half, and a foul away from the ball as Golden got too physical with Martini and slung him down. Dusty May irate. And Dusty May, I think he was pretty close to getting teed up. Paul Sells looked Dusty's way because Dusty was high-stepping. And it'll be a timeout on the floor. 44-38 Michigan, 10:51 to play. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Wolverines trying to grind out a road win here at Rutgers and get to 8-2 in the league. They lead 44-38, 10:51 to play in the second half as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. So glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. Terry, Michigan has limited Rutgers to 30% shooting, yet they haven't been able to exploit it all that well. With a lot of mistakes, Rutgers has taken 18 more shots than Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect Michigan to be down. If you ever looked at a stat sheet and say 13 offensive rebounds, 14 turnovers by the Wolverines, How are we ahead? That's what you got to ask yourself. I'm like,
that's why we pay you the big bucks. You tell us how it's happening.
Man, I wish I could. Man, I almost feel like we're behind in this type of game. But
yeah, well, Michigan 16 of 35 from the floor. Rutgers 16 of 53. When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. Rutgers, the basketball with Acuff, Hayes, Durkak, Bailey, and Martini on the floor. Amari Burnett back out there for Michigan with 3 fouls with Donaldson, Gale, Walters, and Golden. So Donaldson had a little bit of a look at that ankle, but he's all right. He defends Acuff on the right side. Over to Martini, right pocket, back to Acuff, center circle. Shot clock down to 10. A lob toward Bailey, catches into a double team. Left baseline in some trouble with 6 on the timer. Jumping pass, left wing. Acuff a 3, and he bricked it out. Offensive rebound, number 14 for Rutgers. Right corner, Martini a 3-ball. That one too strong, and Golden loses it out of bounds. So no offensive board there, but Michigan gives it up for a third chance for Rutgers. My goodness.
Yeah.
So 10:15 to play. Shot clock at 20. 44-38. Inbound Hayes. Quick trigger left corner. 3 is good. Michigan standing around there, and Rutgers halves the lead. It's 44-41, and the trapezoid of terror starts to get loud. Donaldson into the forecourt midway through the second half now. Donaldson to Golden, head of the key. Leave it for Gale. Works his way right block. Picks up his dribble. Jumping pass inside. Golden fouled on the floor. He dunked it over Bailey. But they do indeed say that Bailey's reach-in came before the jam, and I think that's the right call as Bailey picks up his second and Rutgers' 5th of the half. Danny Wolf enters. Sam Walters exits. With 9:50 to play, Michigan inbounding baseline left with Trey Donaldson. Lobs it up to Wolf, left point. Sizing up Bailey around a Golden screen. Wolf, push pass left side. Donaldson fakes a pass left. Steps back, now drives into the paint. Kick it out left side, Gale. Works past a double team. Underhands it to driving Wolf, left baseline. Bowls it over left pocket, Burnett. Shot clock at 2. Burnett has to fade away. A line drive is an air ball, and that is a shot clock violation. 9:30 left, 44-41 Michigan. And the Wolverines are all out of sorts right now.
Yeah, here comes this crowd right now. So the Wolverines going to have to get it done down here on the defensive end, because I tell you what, Rutgers get a bucket here, and this crowd is going to come to life.
Left wing Martini, handoff to Hayes, loses it out of bounds. He simply had it hit off of, I think his right knee as he was catching there. I think he was getting ready to let it fly. Turnover Rutgers, Scarlet Knights 11th. Rutgers certainly is not innocent of some self-inflicted wounds. They have 11 turnovers to Michigan 14, but the rebounding mark, 15 O-boards for Rutgers, glaring. 44-41, Michigan the lead, 9:09 left. Left side Wolf, handoff Donaldson around a hedge from Golden. Donaldson looks in, passes out to Gayle, leave it in for Golden, pivoting, banking, and a travel on Golden. Some extra contact with Durkak and Golden doing some jawing. Officials separating it, it's all calm here as Rutgers gets the basketball back.
Yeah, and Coach Dusty May is beside himself now because simply a foul probably should have been called before then because they were awfully physical, and they allowed it to get to that.
So the turnover for Michigan, number 15. 44-41 Wolverines, 8:55 to play in a game that neither team is led by double figures. Left side Martini, handoff Hayes. Same set they had last time when Hayes dropped it out of bounds. High on the right, Acuff lobs it right corner, Bailey. Face guarded by Gayle, driving right baseline. He loses it out of bounds, Michigan's ball. Bailey really struggling tonight, 3 of 13 from the floor after 37 at Northwestern on Wednesday.
Yeah, well, what would you say if Harper's not playing and Bailey's struggling, and Michigan's only up 3.
Self-inflicted wounds. Left point Gayle over to Wolf right wing. Jab step and a drive. Right of the lane. Takes it on. Bailey flips it up there. Counted it a foul. As Wolf shimmied past Bailey, reversed it and scored. Just Wolf's second field goal make. It's 46-41 U of M.
Yeah, well, they're going to need more of that from Wolf going forward because Michigan is all out of sorts on the offensive end, and they need someone to start creating buckets.
Hayes leaves. Somerville returns for the Scarlet Knights. That for Ace Bailey, his 3rd foul. Team 6 of the half. Free throw up and strong from Wolf. Rebound Bailey for the Scarlet Knights. So Wolf 2 of 3 from the line today. Michigan 6 of 9 from the stripe. 46-41 still. Michigan the lead, 8:13 to play. Bailey left wing playing with those 3 infractions. Trudges his way to the point, double team on, feed Martini left wing. Martini one bounce to the point, vacates Durkak high on the right. Dump it down, here's Somerville, faces up against Cheddar. On that right baseline, jump stop, double team comes, deflected pass gets to Martini, shoots it up there at the shot clock horn and got it to go. Martini, as the buzzer went off, nails the 3, 46-44 Michigan. Donaldson quickly on the other side. So Wolf in between the circles, back to Donaldson. This place is rolling now. Donaldson to Wolf left point, feed Burnett left wing, almost dropped it out of bounds. Back to Wolf high on the left. A lot of contact and an illegal screen called on Burnett. It's his 4th foul. And Dusty May shrugs his shoulders, hands on his hips, as another foul goes against Michigan. Burnett's 4th, team's 6th. Rutgers gets the ball when we come back. 46-44 U of M, 7:31 remaining on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
You found the home of the Wolverines.
Right wing, a heave for the tie.
Yes, sir.
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect your home and business. Whether you're tackling unexpected accidents, fouls, or fumbles, Albordo Insurance Agency and Michigan-based Frank & Muth Insurance are on your team. Visit Al Bordeaux Insurance Agency today at www.albordeaux.com. That's www.albordeau.com.
We are watching a dogfight, scratching and clawing. It has not been pretty basketball by any stretch. 7:31 remaining. Michigan 46, Rutgers 44. Brian, Terry, Tony, Rob with you. Terry, Rutgers hasn't led since 19-17, and Rutgers has the ball coming out here. Neither team's offense has been all that good. It's just been a weird kind of try to survive an advanced type of a game to kick off.
It is. It's got a lot of that feel to me as we played up in Minnesota. Just can't nobody really get anything going, and Michigan's they're going to have to dig down and find winning plays, because you kind of get a sense anytime Rutgers kind of raise up to take a three-point shot after they've got an offensive rebound, you kind of get a feeling that, hey, that may go in.
Damari Burnett just picked up his fourth foul in 16 minutes. He's on the bench. So the Wolverines come out with Donaldson, Jones, Gayle, Cheddar, and Wolf. Somebody's got to try to find a spark here, really for both sides. I mean, this has been a heck of a defensive game. And for Rutgers, they've got 2 in double figures. JaMychal Davis, 14. Tyson Acuff, 7. Michigan's leading scorers, Donaldson and Golden with 8. And Golden hasn't scored in this half.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been a rock fight, and it's about who's going to win the rock fight. And
I think this is a boulder fight.
It's called a day.
Oh, my gosh. Rutgers, the basketball. Durkak, Davis, Martini, Somerville, and their star ace Bailey, who's 3 of 13 from the floor. High to the right, Davis. Jets to the right baseline. Shut off. Feed Bailey. Shot fake. Got his man up. Shimmies to the left. Shoots a 3 for the lead. Misses it strong. One hop rebound. Donaldson jets his way left to right for Michigan, who leads by 2. Donaldson cross court past Jones. Skip it in on a slow pass to Gayle. Gets their left block. And now Gayle crawls it back out. Accelerates and gets bumped by Somerville. That's team foul 7 on Rutgers. So Roddy Gayle Jr., Michigan's arguably best free throw shooter at almost 80%, heads to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yeah. Love the fact that he was aggressive there. Knew he had a mismatch, and he took advantage of it.
Lathan Somerville's first foul. Gayle at the stripe where he's 2 of 2 today. Eyeing the Rutgers student section. Free throw up. Earns him a second and bumps the lead to 47-44 Michigan.
Yeah, who's going to be the one that wheels Michigan to a win here today? It's Trey Donaldson against Penn State, and Michigan just finds themselves in these type of wars.
Gayle's second free throw. Follows in the first on a rattle. Gayle, one of the few Wolverines who has experienced this place. He and Ohio State won here in the regular season finale by 22. He bumps the Michigan lead to 48-44 inside of 7 minutes remaining at Jersey Mike's Arena in Piscataway. Davis left alone left wing, doesn't take the 3, passes over toward Rutgers bench, bobbled but regathered by Durkak. Bothered by Reuben Jones, angles to the right corner, and Reuben Jones fouls him. Jones all over Durkak there, and they whistle him for the foul. Number 7 on Michigan in the half. It's the second on Jones, so Jordan Durkak, the junior in the Merrimack transfer, a 73% free throw shooter, heads to the stripe for the first time today.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about whether he's going to make these or not. I'm concerned about if he misses, are we going to get the rebound?
Cheddar and Wolf the front line on that end. Durkak's free throw is good. He earns the second and trims the Michigan lead to 48-45, 6:45 left. Michigan trying to finish the first half of the Big Ten slate at 8-2 and snap a 3-game skid against Rutgers. Deep breath from Durkak. His second free throw rattles in. 48-46 U of M. 8,000 stand up and cheer, encouraged by ninth-year head coach Steve Peichel, one of the most animated head coaches in these settings. Base of the block guard, Donaldson. Feed left wing, 3-ball Wolf, up and pure! Danny Wolf with a calming 3, a swish from the left, 51-46 Michigan, 6:23 left.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like the fact that he didn't hesitate then. It was kind of a rub, screen, a little pinch in, step in.
He's the leading scorer for Michigan with 9. A Let's Go Blue chant starts here at the rack. Right wing Durkak takes it in. Banker no, but a foul. Will Cheddar got in there attempting to draw the charge, but Cheddar called for the foul. It's Will's first, and 2 free throws here for Rutgers.
I tell you what, it's starting to get a little chippy out here because Durkak kind of gave a stare down toward Will Cheddar after he ran him over. So,
Durkak was the one who had a few words with Vlad Golden on the Michigan offensive side earlier this half. 2 free throws for Durkak, who just made a couple moments ago. 51-46 Michigan, 6:06 left. Bend to the knees, a shot, and a knockdown from Durkak. Vlad Golden returns, Will Cheddar leaves. Durkak was the Northeast Conference's Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year last year at Merrimack. They lost in the conference final to Wagner a year ago. Won 21 games. Second free throw up, and it swirls out. Rebound to Golden, who just came in. So a 1-for-2 trip there. Still 51-47 Michigan, 6 minutes remaining. Trey Donaldson into the forecourt, 8 points, 6 assists, 2 turnovers. Over to the left side, Jones, dangerous pass, somehow gets there. Left wing, Jones. Probes, feet over, left pocket, Wolf. Stutters and drives, leans in, floats it up, no. Offensive rebound by Golden, finishes it over Somerville. Rutgers fans wanted a foul, none blue, 53-47 Michigan. Davis zigzags his way right of the lane, has Wolf on a switch. And now Rutgers settles into a half-court set again. Davis didn't like what he saw. Backpedals in between the circles, spins it to Somerville. Looks in, now takes it on a dribble. Right of the lane, leans in, high banker good over Golden. 53-49, Michigan's lead down to 4, 5:12 left.
Yeah, back and forth we go.
This is how games normally go here. Down to the wire and defensive struggles. Gayle, right pocket to Jones, right corner, left alone, a 3-ball. It's strong. Rebound tapped up into the air by Wolf, saved by Gayle, who zips it right back to Wolf, reverses and scores. Oh, great recognition there on both ends. 55-49, Michigan with 4:45 to play.
Yeah, just a couple smart hustle plays there by the Wolverines. You're talking about digging down. Those are going to be winning plays.
A rare offensive rebound, Michigan's 5th. Martini for Rutgers at the center circle. Durkak now left wing. Whip it into Bailey. Shot fake, Euros. Had his shot blocked, but a foul. Both members of Area 51 converged. It's Wolf who's whistled for the foul. It's his first. 2 free throws for Ace Bailey.
Yeah, may not be a bad foul because Ace Bailey pretty much had a layup there and a 68% free throw shooter.
And a stoppage, 4:29 left. And a timeout called by Rutgers. We'll take it with them, 4:29 to play. 55-49 Michigan. Ace Bailey with 2 free throws when we come back. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Grab as much cash as you can with the Queen of Hearts Cash Cube at Seconding Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Friday in February from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., hourly drawings give you 60 seconds in the cube. Dive into the whirlwind to win a share of over $45,000 in cash and premium play. Snag the Queen of Hearts for an extra $500 in premium play. Only at Seconding Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Seconding-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more rings, 2 more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Wolverines clinging to a 55-49 lead here on the road at Rutgers, 4:29 remaining. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce. Ace Bailey held in check so far today. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 3 turnovers in 30 minutes. 3 days after he had 37. His second game of 35 or more on the road. First collegiate player with multiple 35-plus point performances on the road since the great Trey Young did it in the 2017-2018 season. But Terry, Bailey's at the line for 2 here, and a player like him, in a game where no one's had an offensive flow, he has the individual talent to get hot better than anybody else on either side.
Yes, he does. And I'll tell you what, the more that they can find themselves hanging around, the more dangerous a player like that's going to get going down the stretch. So
Wolverines come out with their starting 5 on the floor, including Damari Burnett, who has labored through a 4-foul, 16-minute three-point performance. Wolverines paced by Danny Wolf, whose last bucket gave him yet another double-double, his 9th this year and 23rd on the year. He's got 11 and 10. Bailey's first free throw up and long. Good to see there for Michigan. 1 of 3 now is Bailey at the line. He entered at 68%.
Yeah, you got to make sure you pinch on these free throws here. If that one comes off the way the last one came off, it's liable to come out here by the three-point line.
Second one up and a swish. So Bailey, a couple of splitting of the pairs in his 2 free throw line trips today. 55-50 Michigan. Full court press comes from Rutgers. Jumping past Burnett over to Donaldson. Now Burnett gets it back. Gets it past the center line with a dangerous feed left wing to Wolf. Somehow got to the Yale transfer Wolf. Now center circle. Donaldson directs traffic. Shot clock down to 12. Give Burnett right wing Wolf. Jab step right. Drifts left. Shot clock to 6. Nothing on the inside. Now a skip pass. High block right. Golden fades away. Barely grazes front rim. Rebound Durkak. That possession went nowhere. 3:55 left. Durkak takes it right of the lane. A little bit of push off on Gale. Double team low block right. Lofts it out. Straight on 3. Davis wide open. Off the heel. Rebound. Golden for Michigan. And a foul. Vlad Golden. Good box out. And he earns the foul too.
Yeah, that's a man-sized rebound there. That's those two-handed rebounds that I'm talking about right there.
3:44 left. Timeout on the floor following the Somerville infraction, his second. Michigan 55, Rutgers 50. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
To celebrate the auto show, Ford has just announced Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Come check out the 2024 Ford Escape, which comes available with driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect Escape just for you. Returning Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford Escape for $289 a month for 36 months with $1,879 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $2,000 Trade Assist and $500 Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Offer ends February 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and take advantage of this $289 Escape lease offer before it ends.
.344 remaining in the second half. Michigan has led since it was 1917 Rutgers. They have a 55-50 advantage right now. And with 3:44 left in regulation, we're keeping it here the rest of the game. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to craft. And in a game like this, Terry, not often you have a tempo-saving, a mindset type of a rebound being a big play, but that Vlad Golden rip down and then him absorbing a foul before the media stoppage. Michigan just hasn't had enough of that in this game. It was huge to see as Michigan gets the ball.
Yes, it is. I mean, we're talking about it as if he made a winning play. There's a lot of time left in this ball game, but it feels like that's a winning play. A nice, strong rebound.
Wolverines just 2 in double figures, and it's Area 51. Danny Wolf, 11 points plus 10 boards. Vlad Golden, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Because of that foul, Vlad Golden earns himself a 1-and-1. It was Rutgers' 8th team foul, and number 2 on Somerville. So Vlad Golden at the stripe for the first time today, 73% on the season. Wolverines still with their starting 5 out there. Golden, a deep breath. 2 right-handed dribbles, knee bend, shoots, and scores it. 56-50 Michigan, 3:44 remaining.
I'll tell you what, Vlad Golden has been money from the free throw line. He's been someone you can count on to make free throws coming down the stretch.
Tyson Acuff replaces Jordan Durkak, joined by Somerville, Bailey, Martini, and Davis. Second free throw pure. Michigan's lead up to 7 somehow in a game where they've committed 16 turnovers, given up 15 offensive rebounds, and taken 17 fewer field goal attempts. Wolverines with some press. Rutgers breaks it. Davis and Acuff playing a 2-man passing game.
Yeah, I like that pressure that Michigan applied in the backcourt just to take some time off the clock.
Center circled Davis, lobs it left wing Acuff. Zone look here from Michigan. Over to the right side, Davis drives in, right of the lane, pauses his dribble, feeds Bailey, shot fake, gets Wolf up, shimmies to the left, didn't take it. Right corner 3 ball from Davis is good. Seemed like a panic spot, but he finds Davis for the 3. 57-53 Michigan, 3:10 remaining.
Yeah, well, it was a nice pass by Ace Bailey not to force that shot up.
And Davis with a career-high 17. Left wing Gale. A deflected pass into Golden. Banks and scores over Somerville. Well, somehow the passes got to their destinations. 59-53, the lead back to 6.
Yeah, something finally went Michigan's way. That pass was deflected. Vlad caught it. Didn't seem like he had a good angle to hit it off that glass, but
a crisp pass would have meant a dunk. Alley-oop up to Bailey. Misses the jam on the pass from Somerville, but Wolf fouls him. That's Danny's second. But hey, make Ace Bailey earn it at the free throw line where he's 2 of 4 today. And Michigan up 59-53, 2:40 remaining.
Yeah, that was good not to see that alley-oop goal for them because that kind of a dunk motivates this team.
Bailey at the stripe where he shoots 68% coming in. Free throw up and good. 59-54, the lead for Michigan down to 5. Tyson Acuff exits. Jordan Durkak enters.
That's one more shot.
One more for Ace Bailey. 9 points. Came in averaging almost 21 a game. 10th nationally. Second free throw for the freshman is pure. 59-55 Michigan. And a real full court press here from Rutgers this time. Inbound Burnett. Jumping pass near sideline. Donaldson lobs it up ahead. Wolf left wing. Michigan breaks it with ease. Well done there. Center circle Donaldson. 2.5 to play. 59-55 U of M. Donaldson trudges to the right wing. Crosses over. Recoils toward the point. Looks left. Dribbles left. Picks up his bounce. Whips one to Golden. Into a driving Burnett. Feeds Wolf, who drives and lays it in. Oh, the ball movement there was phenomenal. 61-55 Michigan. Timeout Steve Peichel and Rutgers. Where in the world did that come from?
You know what? I almost fell back in my seat then because of how in the world did those passes get through there and us complete that? It's been that type of game, trust me.
If you'd have told me that was how they were going to try to execute that play before the possession started, I would have said, well, how big was the roar after the transition jam by Rutgers? But hey, you have confidence and faith in your system, your set, your mindset, and Michigan's up 61-55, 2:09 to play.
Yeah, you feel like if they can come up with some defensive stops and be aggressive down here on the offensive end and either get good looks or get fouled and get to that free throw line, you feel like Michigan has control of this ball game, but got to stay connected on that defensive end.
And Michigan's going through Area 51. It has not been easy today, but Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf up to 14 and 13 respectively for Michigan. And for the Wolverines, no one other than those two have scored in the last 5 game minutes. Roddy Gayle with a couple of free throws at the 7:06 mark. The last scoring play from a non-Wolf or Golden player, and the last field goal make by somebody other than Wolf or Golden. 13:04 to play, a Roddy Gayle dunk. Now, what's key for this defensive set for Michigan, Terry?
It's to stay connected. I mean, communication is 10x on this here because, I mean, whether they're running flare screens, Iverson screens, down screens, back screens, you got to be communicating right now. Can't allow any wide open shots here, and most importantly is when you get that stop, get that rebound.
Far sideline, Tyson Acuff to inbound for Rutgers. 61-55 Michigan. Wolverines trying to get to 8-2 in the Big Ten. Trying to hand Rutgers its third home loss in 11 tries and send their 76th straight sellout home unhappy. Right wing Davis, looking left, around a screen from Somerville. Crosses over left elbow. Spin it over Somerville, has it at the point. Leave for Bailey. Trudges his way right pocket. Backpedals against Wolf. Bullet pass left point. 3-ball Acuff. Airborne and off to the left. Rebound Danny Wolf, number 11. Michigan's ball, 1:45 left. Michigan's lead is 6.
Yeah, what a solid defensive stand. And right now, you don't want to get into where you're stalling. You want to have some movement. This is not stand around time.
Center circle Donaldson around a screen from Golden. Donaldson whips it left wing. Burnett spins it past left baseline. Gayle, cross court pass Donaldson. Shot fake. Now he'll take the 3 and miss it short. Weak side rebound by Acuff, the Caz Tech product. Rutgers right to left. 1:20 to play. Michigan 61. Rutgers 55. Martini right wing. English is a pass. High block right. Bailey backs down against Burnett. Now steps back. Long 3. Bricked it. Rebound popped up into the air. It almost went in as Golden couldn't corral it. And then Wolf comes up with the basketball for Michigan. 1:03 left. 61-55 Wolverines. Rutgers, I think, trying to foul. Michigan dribbling out more clock. Donaldson over to the left side and Gayle. Shot clock halfway gone. Timeout Dusty May in Michigan. Great timeout in that spot because Steve Peichel was over there on the Rutgers side saying, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Roddy Gayle was in that bad area too, where he could actually get trapped. So Dusty May right on top of that, standing right in front of him and say, let me get a timeout here.
So now with 14 on the shot clock, if Rutgers fouls, that's advantageous for Michigan. I think if you're Rutgers, you have to play it out here, don't you?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, they were looking to possibly trap Dan before Dusty called the timeout, which I thought they were going to have a good trap. So
because now the time is a sunk cost. You probably have to push all your chips in on getting a defensive stop with Michigan in front 61-55, 54 seconds left, and some fans here heading for the exits.
Yeah, well, maybe they know something that we don't know, but
I'm not going to feel comfortable on this one until we're in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Until we're loaded and ready to go back home, that'll be about the time I get comfortable.
I'll have to refresh the page a few times. 14 on the timer, even 54 seconds to play. 61-55 Michigan. Donaldson set to quarterback it in for Michigan. Ace Bailey ready to bother Donaldson, and he's all of 6'10". Alley-oop up toward Gayle, popped up into the air and secured by Martini. Not sure why that was the home run pass there. Here's Durkak, lost the handle, ball knocked out of bounds, but a foul called on Roddy Gayle Jr. first. So foul number 10 on Michigan, third on Gayle, 2 free throws. Boy, that was not what Michigan wanted there.
Yeah, I thought that might be an option, but like I say, sometimes you got to search for singles instead of home runs.
Durkak at the line where he's 3 of 4 today, 73% on the year, and he makes the first, 61-56. Michigan's lead dwindles to 5 with 47.1 left. Possession arrow favors Rutgers. Michigan 2 timeouts, Rutgers 1. In terms of foul trouble, Damari Burnett the only at 4 fouls in this one. Second free throw a swish. Acuff returns for Rutgers. He spells Martini. 61-57. Michigan's lead down to 4. Full court press from the Scarlet Knights. Inbound Burnett fakes a pass, now dribbles underneath the cup. Spins it over to Wolf. He accelerates and gets fouled right as he crossed that center line by Tyson Acuff. So number 3 on Acuff. It's the 9th on Rutgers. So a 1-and-1 for Danny Wolf. 41.5 seconds to play. Michigan a 61-57 advantage.
Well, this is where it comes down to they're trying to extend the game, and the only way you hurt yourself is by not making free throws.
Wolf is 2 of 3 today, 58% on the year. Michigan is 10 of 13 for the game. First free throw up, earns him a second. A big make for Danny Wolf, 62-57 Wolverines.
Yeah, whatever his mechanic change was, stick with it because he's been pretty pure here from the line.
Reuben Jones spells Vlad Golden for the maize-clad Wolverines. In what for now is a quiet Jersey Mike's Arena, the student section elevates the volume as Wolf gets the basketball. 3 dribbles, a knee bend, second free throw, bullseye. 2 for 2 for Wolf. All of a sudden, he's got 15 plus 12 rebounds, 63-57 Michigan. Other side, Davis looking for Bailey, double team, so he leans in. Shot put attempt, no. And there's Wolf with a spinning rebound. His 12th foul by Durkak on Donaldson. And with 29.3 left, it'll be a 2-shot opportunity for Donaldson. 63-57 Michigan. Not done yet, but it's feeling better.
Yes, it is, and I'll tell you what, those 2 free throws by Danny Wolf was clutch.
And now Donaldson, who made 4 big ones in that overtime win over Northwestern, then 2 more clutch ones against Penn State. He's at the line.
And how about the Let's Go Blue chants again and the boos by the Rutgers crowd?
Here in Big Ten country, Piscataway. Donaldson's first is pure. Even the student section starting to file toward the library. 64-57 Michigan, 29.3 remaining. Donaldson a deep breath. 1 dribble, spins the basketball, hoists and misses it strong. Rebound Bailey. Here come the Scarlet Knights down 7, 26 seconds left. Bailey fading away, finds Durkak for a 3, off to the right. Rebound number 14 for Wolf, and Rutgers finally fouls Danny with 16.6 left. Michigan 64, Rutgers 57. And Michigan taking a deep breath, up 7. As we spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be Wolverines. That choice would have been impossible about 20 real minutes ago. I think it's gotten a little easier. You got a few candidates now, Terry Mills.
Yes, I do. And, I think I'm going to have to go with Area 51. Yeah, Area 51 has got it done down the stretch.
Wolf did miss the first free throw, but they've combined for 29 points and 20 rebounds. Second one from Wolf is good. 65-57, 1 point shy of Michigan's largest lead. 15 seconds left. JaMychal Davis into the forecourt. Handoff Acuff. The Detroit native dribbling in between the circles. A lot of time wasted. Hoists a three over Gayle, and he got it with 6.4 left. Timeout. Steve Peichel and Rutgers. That was Rutgers' first field goal make since the 3:06 mark in this one. 65-60 Michigan, 6.4 left.
Yeah, I know it took a lot of time there, but Acuff said he knew what he was doing, so he was able to knock down that three-point shot.
So Rutgers has to go for a steal at this point. There's no other out for them to try to rally for this victory. But the Wolverines certainly look like they're going to come to Piscataway and pull off one heck of a victory, not in terms of skill or in terms of dominance, but in terms of looking at the numbers and saying, how in the heck did they do it? Terry, Michigan has taken 20 fewer field goal attempts than Rutgers, but they've hit it at 48% to Rutgers 32.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you look at these numbers, there's going to be a lot to be desired, to be able to say, hey, we've got to clean up on a lot of things. And I'll be wondering on our ride back, looking at the stat sheet saying, how did we manage to win this ball game?
Michigan with that football-esque look on the inbound. It's chucked over to Gayle. He's fouled by Acuff with 4.9. Gayle